I wanna see your penis. Show me your penis. Nangas, I wanna see your penis. Penis. Show me your penis. Penis. I wanna see your penis. Penis. Show me your penis. Show me your penis. Show me your penis. So yeah, I don't know if you guys like saw the stream I just did, like an hour ago. Was it like 2 hours ago? I freaking forgot like when I even freaking streamed. I got cancelled. So yeah, what's up everyone? I got cancelled, so I'm here back again. Like doing something stupid. Say my name please, Hikizujin. You in Japan? I'm not in Japan, no, I'm currently in America. This one state called Ohio, I'm from there. Why did you get cancelled? So, basically, can I really like freaking explain the whole thing again? So, I'm kinda assuming like, you guys like all saw the stream, but so I basically did this. I'm not gonna just like show the stream though, but like basically I did this one stream named this. I waited for 10 stream snipers and they instantly showed up. So like basically the stream was named something like streaming until 10 people stream snipe me and whatever. And I honestly was gonna freaking stream for like 9 hours or like 10 hours or like even freaking 20 something hours. Boom! Everybody showed up like freaking in 1 second. Actually, it took like about 15 minutes, but yeah. And cheeseburger Lizers, thank you. Blue cheese or chocolate mint ice cream. You gotta eat one. Chocolate mint is my favorite. What are you talking about? Didn't I just get like another donation? I didn't. Okay. And I don't know like how much you guys know about this one person called Ice Show Speed and whatever. Do you guys know who that is, by the way? Ice Show Speed. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? So, I didn't know about the guy. No, he's not annoying though. He's not annoying. No, he's not annoying. He's not annoying. He's not annoying. No, seriously. So like, I didn't know about him like until recently, and like I think that was like some of you guys just like kept saying something like, "Watch Speed's video, watch Speed's stream," and I was like, "Who the hell is like I Show Speed?" I didn't know. Yeah. That was exactly my reaction. I was like, "Who the heck is that?" I didn't know who that was because like I don't really watch YouTube, and at the same time I don't really watch streamers myself. He's the guy who screams a lot, even more than you. So the thing about it is like I really thought I was like the best, and I'm not gonna say the best, but like I really thought I was like one of the few kinds who just does like stuff like that, and boom, guys, freaking just watch him. He does stuff like way crazier than I do. Which one is the one like I saw recently? He freaking does like some stuff like crazier than me, and it's honestly really entertaining. His comedy is brain dead, loud screaming. I kinda don't agree with you. There was this like one clip of like him freaking like playing like scary game, like where like there are a lot of like jump scares and stuff, and I was like, God damn, this dude is actually freaking hilarious. I Show Speed, try not to laugh. 99.9% fail. Can I just freaking try? Let me. They copy strike fast Sora Speed channel.
だけで満足。クッションオイルで落とすたび潤ってまっさら肌。クッションクレンジングオイルでオフしよう。クリアプロ。酵素タイプも。31毎月新作。
I'm sorry. It's just like how Japan works. Like and subscribe with the notification bell for 89.73 years of good luck. I'm curious what that means.
Subscribe with the notification bell. 0.73 years of good luck.
I'm gonna put this thing in my mouth because I'm kind of 90% sure I'm not gonna laugh at this, but just in case.
Did you just hang up the phone on me?
Did you just hang up the phone on me?
Now you gonna copy me?
Now you gonna copy me?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
I didn't get it. I honestly didn't get it. Well, am I being Japanese again? Am I being Japanese again? Well, am I being Japanese again? Let me just try watching a little bit more. Okay. Let me just watch a little bit more. Let me just watch a little bit more. I'm sorry. Let me just watch a little bit more. Wait, I saw like his other clips and it was like really funny to me. Let me just watch a little bit more, okay?
Can I see another's woe and not be in sorrow too? Can I see another's grief and not seek for kind relief? Will you wait?
I'm sorry, there was like something really funny about that. I'm sorry. It's not really what he did or anything. It's just no. I'm sorry. It's just no. How do I explain it? How do I explain it? I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I know you didn't get it. I'm sorry. It's just my thing. I'm sorry. It's my thing. I'm really sorry. It's like I know. Cause Red Bull. No, it's more like you know how people get like so happy about like drinking some like certain stuff and whatever, right? He freaking slowly like took out Red Bull and he went like, and that reminded me of like Pink Guy straight up, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me just redo again. If you don't get what I'm talking about, let me show it to you. Basically, this is like what I thought of. Ready? Like the face freaking like started like popping up in my head, and I'm like, God damn it.
In the end, we only regret the chances we've given to him. Lewis Carroll.
You start to get faster and faster each time, like this.
Oh! 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 Oh!
You want to take your thumb and move it down one.
Oh!
Take this one and move it down one.
Oh!
So all together it should sound like this.
The red amps are my favorite. Nowhere has them though, for some reason. Let me just watch a little bit more. I kind of still like want to keep up with the current society and the current trend as well. So like, I'm just like that one Japanese person like who knows nothing about like YouTube or anything anymore, right? But I still want to kind of keep up with like what you guys like and stuff.
Oh! I gotta buy this game! I gotta buy this game! Oh my gosh, I gotta buy this. Ah! I beat it! I beat it!
They get in behind.
What car do you drive, Sora? Oh, that's Mira East is like what I drive.
Oh yeah!
Oh, surely. And a goal to really bolster things for them.
Uriah of the house, right? Thank you. High speed is nothing compares to the angry. wait. I feel like I know what you're talking about. Wait. Let me watch him. I feel like I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, this guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a little bitter. I don't know why though. What is his name, by the way? What is his name? What is his name? Do you guys know what his name is? Wait. Shin Tae-il? Oh, this guy! I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be laughing at this, I'm sorry.
뭐야 이 개 씨발 수류탄 뭐야
Like, he freaking did the punch so right. Like this one. Like, you freaking straight from like here to here, like so straight. Do you understand Korean? No. No. I know what he's doing. That's a nice punch. I'm sorry. He's actually saying quite hard words, you know. Like, wait. No, what is he saying? What is he saying? What is he saying?
씨발 수류탄
To me though, it sounds like he's saying Shiba Futon. It's not that funny. I don't know. To me, it's freaking funny to me. I don't know like why it's funny, but
뭐야
I'm sorry, like this part is funny to me. Sora likes angry half-naked gamers. It's more like I like things that are not like normal, like that are just like insane. You know what I mean? And he has like that freaking what do you call it? Like greatness. You know what I'm talking about though? Like, well, I mean, I'm not that great like him, but you know what I mean?
미션 실패.
Wait, do people actually freaking scream like that playing games? I mean, I haven't really played like any FPS recently, so like I don't know if this is like how it goes. Do you like K-pop? I don't really listen to K-pop, but I know why some people like K-pop. It's one of his videos. It sounds he's saying cheesy stick. Oh. Cap, you listen to K-pop. I mean, I don't really mind listening to K-pop. Like, I know some people hate K-pop just because it's like a mainstream thing, but it's not really a bad thing though. Honestly. Have you seen Aisho Speed sleeping stream? Is this safe to watch? Is this safe to watch? I mean, it's not age restricted, but yes. No. Nothing is safe to watch. So the thing about it is like I'm not logged in. Mostly safe. How does he freaking do it like that though? I heard that he's like a weeb, but is he though? So like this is what I heard from like somebody, but he apparently watches like a lot of One Piece. And he likes Luffy and whatever. Is it true? Also, he's a weeb. Amazing. Now he's like freaking, you know, one of us. I mean, I'm not a weeb, but
cents through super chat.
Oh my gosh! No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Nope.
wait,
nope.
what?
Nope. No. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Arkham Batman donated $1.99 through super chat.
Nope.
Can you play one of the
Hell
best
no!
Arkham games?
No! No, bro! What the f I be talking about, man? Damn!
Snowy the Epic Sand donated $9.99 through super chat.
I have a question. Wait, did you guys actually watch him? Is it like the mainstream thing in 2023 now? Casually explain YouTube channel. I feel like I know what that is actually. No? I just saw the clip. So I saw a clip the other day and I thought it was like really, really funny, but now I actually kind of don't really get it. Maybe I'm freaking stupid, but Watching Sora is mainstream in 2023. Nobody watches Sora. Like, Sora the Troll is like freaking the cringiest stuff ever. Like, can I talk about something like serious though? I don't watch my stuff, and I seriously don't recommend any people to watch like Sora the Troll stuff, because that stuff is like freaking like the cringiest stuff ever. Who the hell watches Sora the Troll? Yeah. This is the most watched video.
I know a lot of guys have trouble picking up on the signs of whether or not a girl is into them, so today I want to do a little quiz so you can see if she actually does like you, or even just how good you are at recognizing signals that you might be getting. Let's say you're in a bar and you look across the length of the counter and you see a cute girl who glances at you briefly, does a quick hair flip, and then turns back to her friends. Is she into you? Eye contact is obviously a good sign, but you really can't tell from this example. She could just be adjusting her hair, and maybe she was looking at someone behind you. So let's say you're at the office and your cute coworker is waiting behind you to make some copies of whatever people make copies of, and she says, "Wow, do you think you could go any slower?" and then playfully punches your arm. Is she into you? Again, you can't really tell from this example either. She might like you, but
Is that freaking what people do outside of Japan? Do people just like randomly punch you just because they want to? Really? Is it how it works? I mean, if so, that's amazing, but like, I just don't think it's a thing. お尻に目がある妖怪尻目が走ってくる。何それ?
might just be giggling and punching your arm as a sarcastic middle school throwback, so really no way to tell. Okay, so let's say you're at the gym on the elliptical for some reason, and Cutie McBooty comes in and gets on the exercise bike in front of you. And then after 5 minutes she looks back and says, "Wow, I'm so sweaty already. If only there were a way to get the same workout at home riding something else." And then gives you a wink. She into you? Yeah, I still can't tell with that one. Exercise equipment is pretty expensive, and maybe she lives in a small apartment and just doesn't have space. So maybe you find a good deal on rowing machines somewhere, you can show her the flyer. Okay, so let's say you meet up with a friend that you've had coffee and drinks with a couple times, and she says, "I had a lot of fun on the last few dates we went on." That's a good sign because she thought those hangouts were actually dates. So suppose then she says, "How'd you like to come back to my place and watch Netflix tonight?"
Whoa! That's an obvious one. If that doesn't mean like you cannot tell, like I don't know, like what, like how you freaking like tell like when somebody likes you, like seriously, that's like the biggest like sign ever, isn't it? I mean, white flag. I mean, watch Netflix and chill's like the most obvious answer. I mean, I've never experienced it myself, but I know like what that means. Maybe she just wants to watch Netflix with them.
That's another good sign. It's usually a pretty good indicator when a girl invites you to do something, especially at her place. So then let's say later at her house you guys are watching Wall-E or something like that, and she says, "I'm getting pretty bored, why don't you come upstairs with me?" That's another great sign. She probably has something pretty interesting to do upstairs if it's better than watching Wall-E. So then after you go up there, all of a sudden she pushes you onto her bed, dims the lights, rips off her clothes, and you start having sex. Is she into you? Yeah, again, you really can't be...
Spicy sausage, thank you. Sora research choosing signals. You want me to search this? But thank you so much for the donation. And what does this even mean?
Too sure. It's pretty dark in the room, so she can't really see you properly. Maybe she's from Canada and was just being polite. Anyway, best...
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
It's better to just keep your wits about you and continue to look for signs.
sex is very... Wait. Is this supposed to be true? Like, is this actually real? All of a sudden, she pushes you onto her bed. This. It's real. No! The thing about it is, wait, can I talk about something? Wait. Hey. So, as a Japanese person, like, who's been in Japan, like, in his entire life, I have, like, this one question to you guys, and, like, I never understood, like, this freaking weird, like, culture outside of Japan. Like, where people casually sleep with, like, other people, and they call it a casual date, and they are not actually into you. What does that even mean? No. All of the people who are saying like, oh my gosh, it's just a joke. No, it's actually a thing. It's actually a thing. There's like this one weird trend where people say something like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, like, I slept with them, but, you know, it's just a casual thing. What does that even mean? He is being a troll. Is casual sex not a thing in Japan? Well, let me tell you this one thing. Maybe I'm just being a virgin. I've never experienced it. So, alright, let me ask you something. Do you guys ever have you guys ever used like dating apps and whatever? Cause like, so in Japan, going to brothels is like a thing, and as thank you, it's called a hookup. Thank you so much for telling me that, and thank you so much for the donation. Okay, so a lot of you guys here are not experienced. So I'm guessing, so in Japan, there are like freaking brothels. So like people go to brothels and experience whatever. So it's a thing here. And I'm guessing it's not a thing outside of Japan. So you guys probably use like dating apps, right? That's what I heard. The thing about it is like I've never freaking used like any of them, so I don't know like how it works. And from what I've experienced, I don't really sleep with people like that much. I don't really have like much experience. Like I think I'm like the most virgin person ever in Japan. Like by the way, I'm like actually serious. And I feel like there are so many people who use something like, oh yeah, I just like casually slept with them, and you know, it's just a casual thing. What does that even mean? There were a lot of people who, with no attachments, and were casual. Huh. Choosing signals. Wait, this? Sora-sanに理解できないもの. I think I'm just being a virgin though, honestly. Do not worry about it. The dating culture in America is just weird. Wait, so speaking of that, dating culture in Japan. I'm just curious like what people think about this. As thank you, Japan has Uber Eats but for sex. Yeah, I mean that's kind of true. What do you guys know about this, by the way? Bro, what are you expecting from your viewers? They are all weebs. I know. But still, they are weebs like who freaking are popular with girls. Or guys, even. So, from what I've experienced, of course, so like, when you are a weeb, you kinda are not experienced, but some weebs are insane. They freaking get girls. I've seen some, like, insane weebs. Like, that get, like, 20 different girls, like, in, like, 10 seconds. Those are really rare. Yeah, they are. They're freaking really rare. For real. Yes. What it is like to date in Japan as a foreigner?
Dating in Japan can be tough as a foreigner, so I want to see what challenges foreigners face in Japan. I also want to find out if there's any...
Weebs attract weebs. I kinda doubt that. So, alright guys, define what weebs are. So what are weebs and what do they do? What are weebs and what do they do? Sora, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's me. Whatever. I get it. But yeah. a person who enjoys anime. I want to be Japanese kind of people. Nerds who like Japanese things. So like, your definition is from like 2015. I want to be Japanese kind of people. So like in 2023, the definition's kind of changing. Like the definition of a weeb in 2023 is basically when you watch anime. Like that's literally it. Whatever you say, whatever you think, people are gonna tell you you're a weeb if you say like, oh, I watch anime. That's how it works. Anime goes, thank you, bruh. Watch Ryan George for relatable content. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm kind of curious what this is actually now. Person who likes anime too much. No, dude. No. Seriously, trust me when I say this. In 2023, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you just casually watch anime or not. If you watch anime, if you have a favorite character in anime, you are a weeb, and that's like what everybody's gonna call you. I mean, that happened to me before too. I don't even watch anime, and people actually think I'm a weeb. So,
difference.
I'm actually curious, like what this is about. Let me search it. Ryan George. I feel like I know who this is, and I don't know who this is at the same time. Attack on Titan guy, yeah. Basically.
That are foreign countries. Make sure to check out my Instagram for juicy contents. Now, let's get right into the video.
I was literally there freaking 1 hour ago. Yes, thank you. My friend group in the US consists of nearly all weebs dating marrieds to each other, Lamau. Well, yeah, let me freaking go back to what I was talking about. Alan, thank you so much for the donation. So, weebs attract weebs, right? That's 40% true. I've seen weebs like dating other weebs. It's a thing, yeah. It's a thing. It's actually a thing. But there's this one interesting thing where weebs come to Japan and suddenly they get popular just because they are not Japanese. It's actually a thing. I've seen it happen so many times. And I know some people say something like, oh, it's like it only happens to Caucasians and whatever. I don't think it's a thing. It happens only when you speak English. Like, if you come to Japan as a person who speaks English, like, that freaking happens. I've seen it happen to a lot of, like, different people. So, that's kind of depressing. Yeah, it's a thing. And, there are, like, what we call America Kabure. And, that means is, like, America boos, who basically want to be Americans. And they are Japanese, by the way. They'll try to be friends with you, especially if you're, like, American. Like, you don't even have to be a cool American. If you're American, easy mode in Japan, by the way. So you get freaking, like, popular in Japan. And it's actually a thing here, too. If you're not American, let's say if you're from like, Singapore and whatever, then you have to tell everybody you are fluent in English. Easy mode. Because, like, I mean, that's kind of, like, what I went through before. I mean... You know what's funny though? So like, I'm Japanese. People know I speak English. You know what happened to me in university? God damn, I freaking got sort of popular. I really don't want to say like I was popular or nothing, but whoa, that's tough. American gets easy ticket. How's English people? Americans, British, Australians, like any people that are from like English-speaking countries are the same. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're Asian, if you're like Caucasian, whatever. From what I've seen, you will be popular with those people who want a foreign boyfriend who speaks English. 日本語話したら人気にならない. No. If you speak Japanese, it just means you speak Japanese. If you speak English, wow, oh my gosh, you speak English. And the reason why I'm saying, so like some people say like, oh my gosh, you can only be popular in Japan if you're Caucasian. I kind of doubt it. I've seen a lot of like different freaking examples in Japan. And Dark North Emperor, thank you. Look up jokes on death row. Let me search it later. I kind of want to watch this now. So, but thank you so much for the donation. And so the thing about it is like here, there was like this one Chinese Australian person who came to Japan. And of course, like he freaking speaks like English fluently because he's Australian, right? But his parents are Chinese, right? Uriah of the house, right? Thank you. All I'm hearing is that guys be passport bros. Wait. I don't know if I got the message right, but I feel like I know what you were talking about. Do you mean though Japanese girls marrying American guys for the passport? Is it what you mean? Because I've heard it before. Before. Is it what you mean? I've heard it before. I heard it's a thing. No, it's actually a thing. Cause like I know one girl who freaking actually did that. No, passport bro is someone who goes to foreign countries for tourism sex. Okay then. It is used immigration, yeah. So and wait, what was I talking about? So there was like this Chinese Australian guy who came to Japan, like as an exchange student. He came into Japan. He's like obviously Asian, right? So the thing about it is like here, let me be real, okay? So if you're Asian and if you come to Japan, you can blend in, so people won't just stare at you or anything. You don't get like that amazing attention from people. So it's a good thing, or it can be a bad thing. Because people just don't stare at you like 24/7. People just don't go like... People don't do that to you. But once you speak English, people go like... And thank you, Rain Sambilai. Passport bros happen in other Southeast Asian countries too. We call them green card husbands. Thank you so much for the donation. I mean, it happens everywhere. Is that real green card husbands? Apparently. So there was like this one guy called Methodical. He's like supposed to be the best friend of mine, right? He came into Japan. Nobody stared at him or anything. He kind of like became Japanese like while he was in Japan, because like he kind of is Asian, right? He didn't stand out. But once he freaking spoke English, everybody was like. And like the funniest moment when he was like in Japan was like this one moment when we were freaking in line, right, waiting for like some food and whatever, and there were like girls like right in front of us, right, and we were just chilling, like we just didn't talk or whatever, because like I mean that's kind of like what happens when you are really close to somebody, like conversations happen less. That's like how it goes. If you talk to like your friends like a lot, that's kind of great too. But like if you're like really close, conversations actually happen less, because you kind of like, you know, don't have to. Yeah, comfortable silence. Yeah, that's like what it's called. Yeah, that's kind of like what happens, right? So we were kind of like being silent. We were like playing with our phones and whatever. We were like this, right? Basically, making like some stupid freaking weird faces while playing with our phones, like. And then we just talked to each other in English. I was like, hey, so do you want to get that? Or do you want to get this? And he was like, yeah, I want to get that. And girls, those high school girls in front of us were like, hey, Naomi, they are Americans. English. Like, you know, that one phrase we learned at school? What was it? Like, can I help you? Like, why don't you say that to them? Like, they are probably trying to get food, but like, you know, like they don't speak English. And the other girl was like, American. Oh, now I want to talk to my English teacher and ask him like what to say in this kind of situation. And I was freaking like smiling at them, like, because I'm like obviously Japanese. I look Japanese. And I know Japanese. I didn't say anything. I was like freaking smiling at them like this. And they were like, they freaking looked so comfortable. And then I started speaking Japanese and they were like, they they freaking acted like nothing happened. But that's kind of like what I mean though, seriously. It doesn't matter if you're Asian, if you're freaking Caucasian, if you're black, it's just all about speaking English. Like that's how you get attention. And thank you, S. FYI chat, if a Japanese person naturalizes plus gains another nationality, they lose Japanese nationality. Majority of people who won't want to do that or go overseas permanently in the first place, without a few exceptions. Thank you so much for the donation. But yeah, true that. So I don't know like if there are any people like who are actually dreaming about like living in Japan, like getting a Japanese husband, wife, whatever. There's a possibility. There's some possibility if you speak English. If you don't, then it will be tough.
So where are you from and what's your name?
I'm Victor Newman from Los Angeles, California.
How long have you lived in Japan?
10 years.
I'm Johanna. I'm 21 and I'm from Hungary. I'm Esther.
Mr. and I thank you. My dad went to Japan and stops to stare at the architecture, and everyone else stopped around him to try and see what he was looking at. I kind of doubt that happens. I'm curious, like, where in Japan, like, he went to. I kind of doubt, like, that happens, especially in Tokyo. Maybe he was not in Tokyo? 野々村くん、日本人の友達が欲しいんだったらね、君は簡単に作れるから、VR チャットでもやった方が。That happens to me. Really though? In Tokyo? I kind of doubt it happens in Tokyo. Are you serious? Wait, are you serious? Are you serious? Sora, please, I beg you, watch Philippine. No. Wait. I want you to comment now. Wait, Mr. Knight, was it in Tokyo? Like, where were you? Where were you and, like, when did you experience it? Not Tokyo necessarily. I don't think it happens in Tokyo, though. Good to see you, Sora. You too. Whatever.
There. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Hungary too.
I'm from Switzerland. My name is Nicola. Now it's almost like 4 months for me.
My name is Bright Joshua. I'm from Malawi. A year and a half now.
Christina, 25歳、ベラルーシから3ヶ月前に来ました。
3ヶ月前?
Hello, I'm Victoria Arroyo and I'm from Venezuela. I'm here for modeling. 3 months?
3 months?
And this is my last month.
Last month.
All of the people who are in this video right now are probably popular with some Japanese people who are called like Gaijin hunters. Yes, it's a thing. And Rain Sambilai, thank you. It is a nice building though. Thank you so much for the donation. I agree with you, but yeah. It was around Harajuku in Shibuya. Harajuku and Shibuya are different places. Like, probably you mean Harajuku. Wait, Harajuku in Shibuya, that's like saying New York in California. But, around, and Shibuya. It's like what you mean, probably. Okay. IKEA in Japan, yes, it's a thing, yes. It's in Shibuya. Like, I was there, like, freaking 2 hours ago. Like, 1 hour ago? When was that? Today's happening the Kanamara... Oh, yeah, Kanamara Matsuri, the Penis Festival was there. I was gonna actually go there, but I was like, never mind. I don't want to get in trouble. And cruise fashion romance style, what do you do when you're Hungary? Get turkey. That's a good one. Thank you so much for the donation.
Sadly.
My name is Patrick.
The what? Do you guys not know the penis? Wait. I'll watch this video later, but do you guys actually not know Kanamara Matsuri? What the? I should have gone there then! I should have gone there! By the way, this is not anything weird. I mean, it is weird, but like this is actually a like historical like thing, which is wow, somebody was freaking streaming from there. Yeah, it's weird. I get it. It's not a thing. WTF. No, it's a thing in Japan. It's a thing in Japan. Hey, YouTube channel, thank you. Can you watch baby sensory videos? I'm actually curious about it now. Wait. I'm gonna just keep it like here. So Kanamara Matsuri is basically called like I think it's called like Pee-Pee Festival. outside of Japan don't get demonetized, Sora. I mean, I don't really get like I don't really care about like demonetization anymore. Like, I kind of stopped like caring about like demonetizations or like getting like views or like getting sub count, like getting new subs and whatever, since like 2019. I kind of stopped caring about it. I joke about it though, but like I don't really care, honestly, because I don't make much money on YouTube in the first place. So all the people who think I'm freaking rich on YouTube, no, let me freaking destroy all your dreams. I'm not. What the You could though. If I try super hard, yes. But do you guys really want to see me trying super hard to freaking generate money on YouTube? No, right? I don't want to freaking see myself doing that either. I'm not gonna do it, so. I really do want to be like that one person who freaking tried super hard to like get money from you and be like, I'm rich. Like, yeah, I don't want to be cringy that way. Like, I like how freaking a lot of things are like blurred out. This isn't his primary job. Oh wait, if you guys are curious what I do for a living, I do voice acting translations, which will be replaced by like AI soon. So I'm actually thinking about doing like something other than that. But I'm never gonna like take YouTube seriously in my life. Never. I'm not gonna like do it as like a, you know, the main thing I do. It's not like what I want to do. I just don't want to make this like a serious thing, like where I try super hard to like freaking make a living. That's like really bad for you. That's really bad for you. And by the way, so to explain like what it is, this is called a penis festival. There are like penis candies and like you basically, you know, eat pee-pee related stuff and you scream pee-pee. 金丸祭り行ったことないですけど、行きたいけど行きたくないな、同時に。Rain Sambilai, thank you. I can't read Japanese. What are those thumbnails? Oh, it's just you know, pee-pee festival. Like it was, there was this pee-pee festival thing happening in Kanagawa-ken, which is like 2 hours away from here. I was gonna go there and stream from there, but I was like, I feel like I might end up catching actual pee-pee, so I just decided to stay away from that place because I was scared. Do they include balls? Yes. I mean, let's just watch this for a little bit. こんな祭り知らなかった。いや、金丸祭り有名っすよ。Is this safe for kids? Yes. I mean, this is not age restricted, which means I can watch it. And YouTube thinks it's fine because like it's a tradition, so it's a history. No matter why though. So like, I don't know. I kind of did some like research on this like a while ago. Apparently, like what they do is basically they praise pee-pee and. What is this history? I don't know. You tell me. I did some research on it, but basically. They praise the pee-pee so that like we I don't know, just freaking Google it yourself. Oppai festival was some there's freaking boobs festival here too in Japan? A YouTube channel, thank you. Can you show us your festival? Cringe festival? I don't really think it should be even a thing in the first place. Can I get an amen? What? They pray it to it for fertility. Sounds, yeah, I probably something like that, yeah. I just remember that as like the most effed up festival in Japan ever. But that's really it. Oppai Matsuri. Oppai Matsuri. Let me just hide it. I'm gonna freaking Google like boobs festival. Zombie Kitty, thank you. Kiddo. Kitty Kiddo. Will you help me to check off all the boxes on my love bucket list? Sure, if you can show it to me. But thank you so much for the donation, by the way. Oppai Matsuri. Wow! I don't think I can show this! How is this even on YouTube? Wow! Okay. I'm not gonna show it. 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 I mean, this freaking PP festival thing was like even crazy in the first place, but please, I don't know what that is, so I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm 26 years old.
Let me get back to this video.
And I came in 2018.
I'm from Senegal. My name is Mamadou. Been here for 6 years.
Thank you, YouTube channel. Do you know what a furry is? Why did you have to ask me that? And I think I know what that is, yes. And I've met a lot of like people who claim to be a like furry in this game called a VR chat. Yes, so like I know what they do, what they like. I know why they are like that, and yeah. How much of this is true? Oh, the PP festival thing? It's a real thing. And it was freaking, they were freaking doing the festival thing like in Kanagawa today too, by the way.
How's like dating here in Japan for you?
I ended up meeting my now ex-wife the first night I got here.
Actually, I'm on Bumble since like 3 days, and I have like 2.
Mumble? Mumble? Bumble? What is Bumble? Is it like... Oh, it's kind of like what is it? Tinder, right? Why are there like so many different dating apps? Do you think Native Americans were the first for what the?
I'm on Bumble since like 3 days, and I have like 2,000 people like me already. Everybody thinks that I'm a model.
This is what I mean, though. It's so the thing about it is like, alright, let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. So it doesn't mean you can be popular in Japan just because you're a foreigner. It doesn't mean that. But there are gaijin hunters. And what I mean by that is like there are some like freaking Japanese people who go after like foreigners and be like, oh my gosh, like can I be friends with you and like maybe possibly, you know, like, you know, talk to you like in English and like I can learn English and some of Japanese people do that, so. To be fair, all the people in this video are attractive. So like, what I mean is like, yeah, I guess you kind of sort of like have to be good looking to get attention in Japan too. But it's easier in Japan, is what I mean. I'm Chinese, will I get the same treatment? Depends on how much English you speak and how much outgoing you are. It really depends. Because I've seen some like gaijins who are like Americans who speak English and who are Caucasians never got popular in Japan. Like I know some cases who are like that. So it's really just all about how you utilize the like foreignness that's in you and you freaking like take advantage of it. So inverted weeaboos. Yeah, basically. So gaijin kabure is like the word for it in Japanese. Girls love simple attention, Sora. And Ataraxy, thank you. OMG, the origin's so messed up. I just googled it. A demon hidden.
Because I'm a foreigner, and they think I'm very beautiful, but I don't think that.
I met a lot of girls that on the second or third date, they wanted to like date officially. So like you meet twice, and then on the third time, it's like boyfriend, girlfriend.
Oh yeah! wait. Can I ask you guys about this? Jugame, oh, how's it going, man? I don't know if you've watched this, but I'm honestly curious about your reaction. Let me watch it later. I'm curious now, too, actually. How are you able to freaking actually link it here? I thought you can now link, like, stuff. But, huh.
Over here. Hi.
Wait. Can I actually watch this before anything? Now I'm curious. Joey. Anime Man.
Over here. Hi.
Hi, my name's Paulina. I brought the card out yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
My question is for Joey Man. Since you're...
It's me, Joey Man. Yeah.
Superhero. Since you're a lolly expert, I need an official opinion.
Baby, no, like. So, I need some explanation. Wait, am I being stupid? Am I being 12? Guys, am I being 12? Please don't watch this. I wanna watch this. Cause again, like, I really like Joey. Like, not that way. Like, it kind of sounded like I simp for Joey. I mean, I do, but I want to be like him in a way. Actually, I look up to him. Let me just watch this.
So, in the Pokemon lore, humans used to marry Pokemon, and since
Where is this going? Hold on, let's hear it.
Since Pokemon can psychically talk to humans like Meowth, Lugia, and Mewtwo, they can consent. So if I wanted to...
Keep going. I'm curious now. Keep going.
If I wanted to fuck a Togepi... But it hatches because... Because you're the lolly expert and so...
Maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe I heard it wrong.
I'm gonna say this in the most sincerest way. Yeah. Why the fuck are you asking me that question?
Because you're the lolly expert and
Do you think I know anything?
Togepi's a lolly!
Do you think...
If Togepi is 18 years old, Togepi still looks like a baby!
Bro, you need some help. Thank you.
Wait, what's talk? How do you spell Togepi? Whatever thing? Wait, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is love? What is love? And thank you, Shula, for your designer, Brunette. Thank you so much for the donation. Tog. It's not Togepi. Wait, dude, guys, is it how you guys freaking pronounce What the fuck? As thank you. This is disgusting. Thank you so much for the donation. I don't know much about Pokemon. It's Togepi. It's not Togepi. Guys, I freaking have to correct everybody right now. I never do this, but I really have to. Wait, Togepi. Rain Sambila, thank you. I donated, so I literally paid to hear Togepi always. Thank you so much for the donation. Alright, so let me actually talk about something really important, okay? Because a lot of you guys are freaking really wrong about like how to pronounce like Pokemon. Guys, here. How do you pronounce this word? How do you pronounce it?
Pokemon.
It's not Pokemon. It's not Pokemon. It's not Pokemon either, Nonomura-kun. It's... Alright, so... I know, it's not Pokemon either, though. I mean, the thing about it is, like, it's probably, like, how it's pronounced in English, so I'm not gonna really, like, nitpick on it. But, Yeah, it's an English word now. I know. So like that's kind of why I never like talked about this, but this is probably the best time for me to actually talk about it, because at the same time there's like this one streamer called a Pokimane and whatever. Something like that, right? So
Pokimane.
That's Pokimane, a famous female streamer. I actually kind of look up to her too, because like she's freaking successful in her own way. So it's Pokimane, right? And this is
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Some people call it like Pokemon. And then今日授業英語バージョンはあれを発音したからみんなあの音をフォローした。フォローの言葉わかんない。真似したかなこの場合だと。真似したとか。真似しただと思う。like なんだろうみんなコピーしたって言い方すると思う。日本語だとね。But thank you, Jugim-kun. So, it's Pokemon. Yeah. Not N. Pokemon. It's always annoying how people say harakiri instead of harakiri. It's whatever, but like... So, it's Pokemon. It's not Togepi. It's not Togepi. Okay? It's not Togepi. It's not Togepi. It's
Togepi.
You kind of said it wrong too. It's Togepi, okay? Togepi. Repeat after me. Togepi. Pokemon Togepi. I don't know much about Pokemon and I'm freaking like talking about this. This is like freaking something like I talked about before, like Sasuke being like Sasuke. By whatever. And as thank you, Katakana loan words would like to have a word with you. Well, I mean, whatever. So, but what I'm saying is like, alright, if you want to be a weeb, and if you want to be a real weeb, here. It's not Pokemon, it's Pokemon. It's not Togepi. It's Togepi, okay? Togepi. Repeat after me. Togepi. No, dude. Togepi.
To GP.
Dude.
To gay P.
What is this? Bro, you have to understand Japanese is hard. No, dude, I really... No, it's not about Japanese being hard. So what I mean is like, so it's not Togepi, it's Togepi. Like, I don't care if you sound like... If you don't sound Japanese, I'm fine with it. Like, I'm fine with like people mispronouncing like Japanese words and whatever. I'm usually fine with it. I never correct it or anything. I just really have to mention like how... It's not Togepi. Like, E is there, right? Togepi. If you said like Togepi, I would be like, yeah, sure. It's not Toge. Yeah. Togepi. Or it's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon. If you say it like that, I'll be like, yeah, sure. Tell us how to pronounce all the Pokemon names. I freaking said Pokemon, but... Togepi, yeah, basically Togepi. If you say it like that, I'll be like, yeah, sure, why not? So, I mean, it's probably hard, I get it. But I just kind of wanted to like mention it, because again, this channel is the most educational channel ever. She didn't pronounce it like the most English speakers do. Oh, okay, then. I didn't know about that, so. And thank you, VI. Ariga, thanks for Nihongo lesson. Thank you so much for the donation. なんでトゲピーより若いからじゃない? And what is this? Thank you, Curification Roman style. Who would win, the English language or entire Japanese population? English language. I mean, honestly though, so I just talked about like how that works in Japanese, but at the same time, like Japanese people mispronounce like a lot of English words too, so it's whatever. I mean, it's kind of like it happens in both languages, right? So.
Ready? Yeah. I wasn't used to that at all.
Was there any culture shocks dating here in Japan?
all of it's a culture shock. Can you give me an example?
When we pay for the food, for example, we always share the prices. But like in Japan, I went to 4 dates. They always invited me for everything that we consumed. So that was quite surprising for me. I started like taking out my purse and they were like, oh, no, it's okay, it's okay.
Guys always pay.
カタカナ英語なかなかゴミな気がするよ。俺は別にいいと思うけど、面白いなと思ってバカにするときはもちろんありますよ。でも自分のチャンネルみんなバカにしてるから、そもそもそもそも面白みがあるものは全部ネタにしてるから、まああれなんですけど。Guys always pay? Is that true in Japan, Sora? Wait. So... Like when you are on a date, what happens? Is it only because she's a foreigner? No. It doesn't matter. This is all about our Japanese culture. Hi again, it's Ryan Chan. How's it going? それかしてた。なんだっけあれっしょなんだっけあれなんだっけなんか女のそうなんだっけあれそうおい guys I can share like some freaking like the most hilarious drama in Japan ever. It depends on which culture they have. Yeah. So that's kind of why I'm doing like this poll. And thank you, Zombie Kitty. I would still love if you could teach me Japanese in real life. Duolingo isn't working for me. I cannot do that because like I get that request from like everybody. So I will just recommend you to do one thing. Use Hello Talk, or if you're a guy, then use VR chat and just talk to people. If you are a girl, like Hello Talk like works really well. It's like what I heard. The reason why it works only for girls is because like they never add you if you're a guy. It's like what I heard. I could be wrong about this. So here, guys, let me talk about something freaking hilarious. So here's the thing: 30% of the people say guys usually pay. And it looks like you both have to pay, right? Basically. Watch Dog and YouTube. Yeah, so like, if you wanted to learn Japanese, don't watch my channel. My channel is like freaking for stupid stuff and like all cringe. Like nothing is really worth it. ライブホーム割り勘。気になるやべえ気になる Wait ちょっと待って気になるちょっとメモしとこメモYeah. So, いや、これマジで気になる。ちょっと待って。いや、待って、これ気になるわ。いや、待って、どうだよ。Wait, guys, Japanese people are freaking like being crazy today. Wait, これ、待って。ちょっとこれやべえ。俺壊れそう。死ぬ。English, please. I know. So, here. So, in Japan, 自分が誘っOh, hi. So like, I know I'm gonna just translate everything, but wait. So in Japan, guys have to pay for everything. この間? Okay. That's some like great info. Thank you. これちょっと重要すぎるこの情報。これはいる。So here. So this is my question, right? Usually, both of you guys pay for freaking things together, right? You split bills, right? Yes or no? Tell me. Like when you go get food and whatever, you split your bills, right? I think it depends on like where you guys are from too, but right? That's what you guys do. It's not like, oh yeah, guys have to pay for everything. I split bills in the US. Depends, okay? In the US, guys pay for most meals. Yeah, that's what I heard about Americans too, but like, yeah, some people do it like differently in the States. Yes, no, we do that in Indonesia too. Guys pay the bill. I won't even know, bro. Okay? So, the thing about it is like, in Japan, if you split bills, you are basically a dumbass. What? Why? It's the culture. It makes no sense. I get it. That's kind of like why I was a virgin for a long time. Yes, I'm serious. I'm serious. No, the thing about it is like freaking this action. There was like this drama too, like a little bit ago in Japan. Was like that was like this year, right? なんだっけAV 女優の人がさ、Twitter で。So basically, in Japan, guys are freaking supposed to pay everything. あ、そうだからちなみに白川さん女性だと思っていいのかな。このタイプの女性めちゃくちゃモテる。それだけは知ってる。So like. So Shirokawa-san's basically, I think it's the Japanese girl, I'm guessing, by like how she types and whatever. So she's saying like, I don't think I'm normal because I pay for food too. I think it's unfair. She's probably popular in Japan. Like those girls are really rare, and those girls freaking are super popular. And like guys usually freaking go after those girls, and they freaking are called like unicorns. Like that's kind of what it is. So. The culture here in Japan is basically this. Guys are supposed to pay for everything. If you don't pay for like things for your date, then you are basically a dumbass and you have to freaking start your life like all over again from like kindergarten because you are 12. That's kind of like what a lot of people in Japan believe. And then I'm not memeing, by the way, because like there was this drama before. Like I think that was like this year. Basically, there was like this one Twitter user. And she was like a famous person for like doing porn and whatever, for like what she was known for. She tweeted saying something like, guys are supposed to be paying for everything. Girls are busy buying makeup stuff and we do a lot of things to make ourselves look cute, and we don't have much money to spend on food because we buy makeup stuff and whatever, and if you guys don't pay for our food, then you're dumb and whatever like that. That tweet! She did that tweet! Boom! She got cancelled. That's stupid. Yeah, I get it. So, do you agree with her statement? That's what I'm curious about. Do you guys actually think it's freaking correct? 続かないを感じた割り勘。へー。面白い。これ全部メモ取ろう。これ。So, yes, 90% of the people here are saying no. And this is basically my perspective too. I'm like, yeah, I don't really think that's true because I think everybody should be like equal. Like, I don't really think there should be like any differences between like, any people because like we are like all the same. Like, that's how I see things. But again, like my mindset is like not 100% like entirely Japanese. I'm so exposed to like different cultures and different perspectives. So like my mind is I'm kind of brainwashed to become like somebody who's not like 100% Japanese. So like when you guys freaking make fun of me saying something like, Sora, you are not Japanese, I'm not 100%. That's kind of like what I have to tell you. And then the thing about it is like here, you guys are saying like it's kind of stupid. You don't agree with it. In Japan, the tweet actually got freaking retweeted everywhere. And like 50% of the population in Japan supported the tweet. And they were like, yeah, she's right. Like, guys have to pay for everything. Like, don't let girls pay for things. It's stupid. Like, if you're a guy, and if you don't pay for girls, you're dumb. And me, just being like, oh, I guess I'm just stupid. Then. Because I never do that. I know, it makes no sense. No. It's not like women who supported the tweet. The thing about it is like it's actually who supported the tweet were the people who still like have that mindset. Like your gender like didn't matter. Like at that point, what was happening was basically like guys saying like, yeah, this is true. Like women saying like this is true. But like they are so Japanese and so like narrow-minded is like what I kind of have to say about this. So they just believe that's how it should be because like that's how Japan is. And thank you. As there are guys here in Japan that get offended if girls offer to split on the first date. It's like an insult to their financial status. I kind of disagree with you, because I'm not like that. But again, I'm not really 100. Oh wait! You could be true. You could be right. You could be right. Wait.ちょっとこれ面白すぎる。ちょっとみんなに分かるようにこうしとこう。これ面白すぎるわ。So, I have a friend who I haven't really talked to recently. This guy had a girlfriend before, right? This guy gave his credit card to his girlfriend, and he was like, "Buy anything you want." And I was like, "What the? Are you rich or something? Like, why did you even do that?" And he was like, "No, I mean, I'm a guy. That's what guys do, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, I think I'm American now, actually. Never mind." そうだ、これはね、この主張もわかるんだよね、俺。その主張もわかるけど、その主張もわかる。I understand what he's saying, yeah. So, big mistake. Well, I mean, that's kind of how it goes in Japan. So yeah, that's how it is. And that's what happened to them as well. And by the way, I was so curious, like, what Japanese guys do in Japan, like, when they go to, like, lab hotels. Like, do they split it? Or do they just, like, do guys just pay for it? Right? I was curious about it. So, I have a question for those Japanese people. 日本人の人に質問があります。I'm a virgin, so I'm not really sure about this. I don't really go to, like, lab hotels. Again, like, I seriously am not experienced. Like, some people think I freaking sleep with, like, different people, but I don't. I never do that, because I'm not really interested in that. So here, Japanese people, ラブホって割り勘しますか? Do you guys freaking split bills, like, when you go to, like, lab hotels? Or, like, do you guys pay for it? Tell me, Japanese people. Tell me. You went with Vegeta, yeah. 当然だよ。気になる。行ったことない。ラブホ行ったことない。あ、終わった。No Japanese people have been to like lab hotels on my channel. Never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah. 終わった。一回だけ割り勘したけど。へー。4 people in chat confused about why give a girl a credit card. It happens more than you think. The fuck? What the? Are you freaking serious? That's... Wow, I guess I'm not Japanese. I'm not Japanese. How is your girlfriend supposed to know how much money she can spend? I don't know. I mean, I'm not Japanese. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I really thought I was, like, Japanese the whole time. Like, I freaking made, like, so many videos saying, like, how Japanese I am. But, like, I really have to tell you that I'm not Japanese anymore. I'm sorry. Like, I freaking got exposed just now. Like, culturally, I'm not Japanese. GG. I got exposed. Like, I exposed myself. You lied to us. I'm sorry. Ryan, thank you. YT Joe Biden. The word that defines America. I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it at the same time because I'm curious, like, what that is about. Like, thank you so much for the donation, but can I skip it? Because I'm kind of scared of that. A little bit. So, but thank you so much for the donation. As thank you, I have a friend who, when her BF asked her to move in with him, he asked her to quit. It's okay. Let me just see it. I hope it's not anything like offensive or anything.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me. America is a nation. I was going to excuse me.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Confession thing I heard. Confess to have something serious and not just like hang out, and it's gradually becoming like a relationship.
They don't express that much like physical thing in public. Like in Europe, it's like kind of normal. But even if you don't know anybody, you meet them and you are ready to hug them.
Right.
Here, they are a couple and they don't do it. It's like, okay, what's going on here?
You know, they're
Isaiah, do you think I heard that Japanese people barely having kids in Japan. They really are not banging over there. It's more like they just use protection everywhere, I'm guessing. Or they just are like, we just like a bunch of like virgins who just like watch hentai, I'm guessing. And crucifixion Roman style YouTube this お兄ちゃんバカバカ song, sure. これは人による。これはね、so the thing about it is like, I know like what it's like in Japan and like in the States because I've been to the States before. So, PDA, right? This thing is like entirely different from like what I've known and like from what I've heard from like my American friends. So, the definition of like PDA itself is like so different. The scale itself is like entirely different. That's like what I noticed kind of actually. So like when you say PDA is bad, like in the States especially, like what does it mean? Like what does it mean? In Japan, it's freaking so different. What is PDA? Public display of affection? 日本で行った場所について。おすすめはね、秋葉原だよ。基本的には。Hug, kiss, hold hands. So, 彼女は給料あれば折り返しないのビッチ。So, why is PDA bad outside of Japan? Like in some countries? Like, I know some people say something like, oh, like PDA, whatever. I noticed the definition of like it being bad is different outside of Japan, right? Is having sex in public PDA? I mean, obviously. Makes other people uncomfortable. So like, in the USA, is it just like holding hands? What is it? Kissing? I heard, yeah. In Japan, so like this is really interesting, right? So as far as I know, in America, this is how it goes, right? Physical connection, it's so normal in the States, like shaking hands, for example, you do that too. In Japan, we never actually do that, by the way. We don't really do that much. Shaking hands, we do that a lot less here. Hug, it never happens. I'm used to it, so I don't really mind it. But, what else? Like, anything, like where you just touch others. It's never a thing in Japan. And, so when we see people like holding their hands and whatever in public, what we think of is like, oh, sex! That's kind of like what we think of first, right? A YouTube channel, thank you. We hate PDA because we all cry ourselves to sleep. Thank you so much for the donation. So, like, we are basically 12-year-olds. Like, Japanese people are like 12-year-olds. Ready? So, when we see people like holding hands or like hugging each other, what we think of is like, oh, they have sex! So we picture like them having sex and it's gross. That's why we never like do that here. And then there are also at the same time like so many people who make fun of like doing PDA stuff, like holding hands, whatever. So many people make fun of like those people. It's insane. Actually, if you do that in public, some people behind you always make fun of you. Like, it's kind of what happens in Japan. Like, especially go to Tokyo, if you see a couple holding like their hands, they get made fun of in Japanese, and freaking Japanese people like whisper it too. Like they say like, look at those girls. They have sex. They have sex. They freaking say stuff like that. So like a lot of Japanese people don't like that attention. So we kind of like try to hide it. So リア充撲滅委員会。そうこれ怖いんだよあれマジで。Basically in Japan, there's like this one mindset. It's called like リア充しね文化って俺は言ってるんだけど It's called like a リア充しね文化。いやそう見せつけてるそれ Thank you! You actually said it right! 見せつけてるって思うんだよね。これ本当にこれ It's like they think you are showing off, right? If you do that, like if you freaking hold hands and whatever, people go like, are you showing off? Gross. You are not better than us. Like, I know you have sex, man. And in Japan, basically, all the people who have a date are hated in Japan because we are like all virgins. So you just like don't show off. What if a couple kisses in public? Oh! I've never seen that in Japan. In public. I've never seen that in my entire life. Never. It's, yeah. So, sounds like jealousy. It is, yeah. Japan's just a country where like jealousy is like freaking a thing everywhere. So like what happens is like if you kiss outside, people are gonna freaking stare at you. People are gonna freaking like actually film you doing that, and like they upload that to like TikTok, YouTube, anything, and they go like, oh, I caught horny people doing lewd things like in public. That happens, and that's happened so many times. It's a thing. So, is it the same if a foreign couple hold hands in Japan in public? We know culture's kind of different outside of Japan, so like we don't care. But if Japanese people are doing it, we just go like, oh, they're gonna have sex. And thank you, S. You literally pointed your camera down and ran because you saw a couple making out once. I never actually thought it was like weird. The thing about it is like that was just like I'm so Japanese, right? And a lot of you guys actually asked me why that was like weird and whatever, and I was like, oh, I mean, isn't that weird? And you guys were like, I mean, it happens, right? And I was like, oh, true that. 手をつなぐカップル大きくなってきた。最近なんかそうだね、本当にね。あ、ちなみに老人絶対やらないよね。Let me tell you something. Young people hold hands sometimes because like they are like they don't care. But old people in Japan never do that because they still like have that same mindset, that traditional like mindset. They never do that. So it's how it is in Japan.
They don't do anything. It's like, okay, what's going on here?
You know, they're just really quiet, timid. Yeah.
What's like the hardest thing about dating here in Japan?
The language.
The language barrier, right?
Yes. The language.
はっきり言わないかな。
はっきり思ってること言わない。
そう。
The hardest part, I think.
They are not honest. Wait, guys. Like, what does it mean? Like, when freaking like some people say something like, "Oh, Japanese people are not honest." Like, I know what it probably means. What does it mean? キスはね、いやあれはね、ちょっと俺でも見ててうわってなっちゃうんだよな、さすがに。That's so the thing about it is like, can I just talk about something though? Cause so when they say something like, oh, they are not honest, do they want us to be more polite or more direct, right? That's basically the question here. So what I mean is like when Japanese people are being polite, they could not be honest probably, but like what's happening is basically this. You go up to Japanese people, right? And you say something like, hey, what do you think about this Dr. Pepper? And Japanese people go like, oh yeah, that drink is really good, right? But in reality, they're thinking something like, oh, I don't really like that Dr. Pepper and I think it's bad for your health, but I'm gonna just say it's good because I don't want her to be hurt. That's what they are usually thinking of. You know what I mean? Does it make any sense? What old Japanese people think about the children holding hand? I mean, it's a different thing, so, I mean, right? That's what I was gonna say. I mean, Right? So like, I know what they mean, like when they say this, but at the same time, I usually question it. I'm like, but that's kind of like why people are polite. So, you know, people in Japan are polite, but at the same time, they are not honest. It's like, yeah, there's like this one contradiction, and yeah, it's been kind of, yeah, you know what I mean though? You know what I mean? Westerners are used to people who are very direct and blunt. I don't see it as dishonest. So the thing about it is like here, I mean, I get it. So people are more honest. Yeah. But honesty in Western countries can sometimes hurt other people. Because like some of them just go like, oh, this is shit. This music is shit. I don't like the lyrics. I don't like the food. It's shit. And other people go like, no, it's not shit. It's great. You hurt my feelings. That happens, right? A YouTube channel. Thank you. Anyone remember when Sora said he plays with kids? And I know it sounds stupid and it sounds scary outside of Japan, right? And it sounds amazing if you say that in Japan. So the thing is, we don't care. You guys kind of care though. I've seen like a lot of people who got into a fight or like an argument over that too. And yes, so I play with kids. This one thing is, again, if you say that outside of Japan, yeah, this happens. FBI open up. I'm gonna actually pin it here because this thing is something I freaking had to deal with for a while because I didn't know what that was. I finally learned it when I was like 24 or like 25. I was like, why can I not even like talk about kids? Why can I not even talk about like how I'm friendly to kids? Because I've been talking about this so many times in Japan. If you are friendly to kids in Japan, that means you are a good person. You are a good person. In Japan, if you say something like, oh, I like kids. I like to play with kids. I like to play soccer with them when I have time. I go to the park and I play basketball with the kids around here. If you say that, in Japan, people will be like, oh, you are good with kids. You're friendly. Amazing. But if you say that outside of Japan, people go like, oh, FBI open up! And you get reported. I learned it. Cause again, like, so there was like this one time before when I literally became friends with like a lot of kids in CSGO online, right? The fuck? Oh. Then I was like, what did I even do wrong though? So I was going to get cancelled. Again, that's what I think is really interesting about like outside of Japan. Yeah, the Squeaker army. I freaking made a Squeaker army. That's kind of an exaggeration. It's not even an exaggeration because if I say something like I like kids, people actually try to freaking cancel me. That's how it works. If I say I like kids, people get uncomfortable outside of Japan. In Japan, no. It means you are amazing. Because again, like when I was an English teacher, I taught English to like a lot of different like people in Japan. It's a little different online. No. It's the same everywhere. In real life, online both. If you say I like kids, you get cancelled. Some people get uncomfortable by that too. In Japan, it's a good thing. And I had this one student who was like 40-something years old, I'm guessing, and he was single, by the way, right? And this person, when I was an English teacher, right? I was teaching him, right? And I asked him, I was like, so what do you like to do? And he was like, oh, I like to play with kids like at the park when I have time because it's really refreshing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I noticed, wow, that's actually something like freaking people will get like uncomfortable about. God damn. いや、日本が子供、いや、アメリカ関係ないけどね、海外のあれに比べたら全然マシだと思う、個人的には。Thank you, adults here stop by a park to play soccer with kids. That happens a lot less now though, because Rona, but it used to freaking happen everywhere. A YouTube channel, thank you. In the US, people get close to kids to do bad things. I learned that happens. I actually was curious like why people freaking get uncomfortable talking about kids. So I did some research about it. So like in the States, about like 50,000 kids disappear a year or something. And the number of that is like a lot less in Japan. See? When you see a comment like this, it makes you uncomfortable, right? This right here. I'm an English teacher, and I play with kids all the time. They love to play with me too. See, people saying like, what the hell? See. But if you say it in Japanese, there's nothing wrong with it. Like people suddenly go like, oh, so you are a good teacher. Because again, if you say it in Japanese, like it will be something like 私は英語の先生です。子供と遊ぶの大好きで、子供たちも自分と遊ぶのが好きなようですって言うと、if you say that, people will be like, oh, that means you're a great teacher. You know what I mean? いや、そう。だから本当そうなんだって。だから海外の子供の話したらやばいの。本当俺でもまだ慣れてないもん、俺。だって子供と遊ぶの好きで子供たち本当やばいから日本のみんなのさなんだっけなんかロリ可愛いとか言うじゃんあれ絶対ダメだよみんな日本の人絶対ダメだよあれ本当に絶対ダメだよ It's not that weird No From my experience if I say oh I like to play with kids people go like You know what I mean? You might think it's not weird, but the majority of the people freaking try to cancel me. いや、マジで気をつけた方がいい。なんなら子供の話しない方がいいまで言う。みんな。俺はだからもうそうしないことにした。海外ってどこの国でもそうだな。97% はそういう思考を持ってる。日本はね、そこら辺すごい遅くかも。子供好きになってる学校の先生とかどうすんねwait. I have a question, everyone. This question actually is like freaking amazing. それいつも思うけど、so this one. Wait. What the? Wait. That actually sounds so effed up. So, one Japanese person says, so I always thought about this, but what do you guys think of teachers who became a teacher just because they like children? So in Japan, it's normal to say something like, oh, I became a teacher because I like kids. It's a normal thing. People freaking say that everywhere. It's a thing, like we freaking hear that. So we freaking see like grown-ups saying something. Yeah, it sounds bad in English, right? But it's a thing we say in Japanese. 子供好きなんで先生になりました. I like kids, so I became a teacher. It's a thing. And thank you, Cruise Fashion Roman Style. 私はロリが好きです。仕事を休んでロリスと遊んでいます。世界はもっとロリを必要としている。こう日本語で見ると普通なんだけど、英語として聞くとね、絶対俺ね、これ炎上すると思う。Yeah, that's normal in Japan. See? He vouched. So, in Japan, I became a teacher because I like kids. Is a thing. There's nothing wrong with it, but I've never heard any teachers saying that outside of Japan, especially in English. Never though. Never. Teachers say that in the US. Are you sure? I haven't seen any teachers yet though who say that. Yet. They say I like to teach kids. Yeah, working with kids or something like that. I want to see their future or something. Right? Wait, which donation? Wait, which donation? Oh, a YouTube channel. In the US, people get close. I think I read this, right? Yeah, I think I read this, right? So, phrasing is everything. So, like, it's a male versus female thing. Saying you like kids as a dude is considered creepy. In Japan, even if you're a guy and if you say it, it's not creepy. Like, it's what it means. And that's what I'm saying. I get it, like, when a girl says it, like, outside of Japan, then it's fine, but in Japan, it doesn't matter. You're a guy, you're a girl. If you say you like kids, people will be like, oh, awesome. Like, that's really it. And yeah, as to this, I didn't know this. So he's basically saying like, oh, there's a club where you play with kids at a university. And I'm like, dude. That sounds so wrong in English. That sounds so wrong in English. That sounds so wrong in English. That sounds so wrong. I know this is like this is the cultural difference. You guys are witnessing the biggest cultural difference in Japan between like Japan and where you guys are from. Wait, does this sound like no? It's basically it's the same thing. It basically is the same thing. Like there's no like everything about this is like so accurate. But no, the thing about it is like so literally like what he's saying is like hey, it's literally the same thing. I have a male friend who wants to be a nursery teacher because he likes kids. Yeah, it sounds wrong in English, so wrong. But in Japanese, in Japan, it's whatever. It's cute. If you say it in Japan, it's cute. Sounds like a red flag. Yeah, right. But if you say it in Japan, you are cute. Like, you are amazing. You are the greatest person ever. Like, seriously, you are cute. Yes, you are cute. Like, yeah, that's the cultural difference, Kimberly. You're currently learning what a cultural difference is. So in America, there isn't any adult get close to children for a good purpose. There are, but people try to be really, really careful about that, especially in the States. Like, they try to be extremely careful about that, as far as I know. Like, if you say something like, oh, I have a friend who is 12, people will be like, what the F? Like, that's how it is in the States. In Japan, if you say, oh, I have a friend who is 12, then people will be like, what the F? Wow, you're so friendly. Wow. Awesome, bro. You're so friendly. どう言えばいいのか、英語で。In English? How you say it? Without, like, scaring people? I have a male friend who wants to be a nursery teacher because he wants to help kids learn things. I don't know. Like, you just cannot say you like kids in English. As things like this, thank you. Why Japanese people scared to speak English? What? I don't agree with you. It's just like people are like scared of making mistakes because like we learn English for a while and we don't actually speak it, so we don't want to be stupid, right? Like that's one thing. We've learned English for a while, but we still like don't speak it well, so we don't want people to think we are stupid. So that's kind of why we don't want to speak English, because we make mistakes, obviously. Like that's kind of what it is. Hey, YouTube channel, thank you. I mean, I have been in age gap friendship. Ooh. Same feeling I had while learning Japanese. So yeah, by the way, guys, if you guys ever have like a Japanese friend and if they say something like, oh, I play with kids all the time. Oh, I like kids. Don't freak out, okay? Got it? Does this apply to anime in any ways? Yeah, of course. Like you see a lot of like anime where some characters like literally hang out with kids. You see that a lot. So.
The hardest part, I think the Japanese are very cold.
Cold. It's not really easy to approach.
Yes, it's not easy to approach them.
Okay.
That makes way more sense. I mean, the culture is so different. Like that part of like culture is like freaking. It confused me for a while myself. Japan and kids is very. Yeah. I mean, some people say like Japan is a horrible country because like, you know, we see kids differently, but it's like how cultural like differences. I don't think it's fair for people to say stuff like that though. But I kind of know what they mean too, so. 2次元のルールが好きでも3次元の人には興味ないって人の方が多いよね。それすら言ったらまずいんだよね。それすら言ったらやばいからね。そう、これとかね。日本だと OK の風潮あるけど海外で言ったらそこで死ぬもんね。
Yeah. It's just fast. Even if you don't like the person,
right?
You're just like, I want to be with you, just because I want a girlfriend or I want a boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah. You have to think about others in Japan.
Right.
You have to really think about 相手の気持ち. At least American people are used to like first yourself. The girls always tell me wagamama or something.
Well, the Japanese people doesn't speak that much English. Always this barrier exists. So.
Thank you, L. Love your channel. Thank you so much for the donation. And it's your first super chat. It says, thank you so much for the... I don't know if I really deserve it or not, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, maybe they start to speak, but they don't know how much of the English, so...
Right. It's like the language barrier is like real. It's like hard sometimes to communicate.
Speaking of learning a language, if you're looking to learn Japanese, check out the app Busu.
This is an app that allows you to learn a language.
Ooh, I want to learn Japanese.
At least speak a little bit, or they can speak your language a little bit. I think they're pretty open. If not, then it's really closed off.
Yep.
That's the same about like any people though, by the way. Busu is really good. Can I try it though? Can I try it and see like if it's actually decent? Well, I mean it's probably decent, never mind. Your Japanese is very good, thank you.
やっぱりそういう距離を感じるかな。
少し距離感じる。
そう外国人となんか日本人みたいな、そう。
For my experience, I think Japanese.
Can I talk about something though? How did you learn Japanese? Oh, I watch a lot of anime. By the way, so as to this, I have a question. Foreigners versus Japanese. Does that just never happen outside of Japan? Like, I know it just doesn't happen in the States, for example, like in a lot of like English-speaking countries. Does that like just never happen though? I've been wanting to ask you guys about this actually. Cause the thing about it is like, I know a Japanese person who speaks good English. I mean, yeah, that. What's the question? Oh, the question is, so people say something like this. Ready?
If not, then it's really closed off.
やっぱりそういう距離を感じるかな。
少し距離感じる。
そう外国人と。
So there's like this wall between like Japanese people and foreigners. So they feel like they cannot fit in because they are foreigners. So it's a bad thing. And like I've seen a lot of like people saying like, oh, Japan's not a good country because we feel like we are different. But isn't that the same in any countries? Being left out, yeah. But I feel like people freaking talk about that everywhere. But like I feel like it happens like in a lot of countries. Not in the US. It happens a lot less in the US, yeah. なるほど、わからん。俺もね、この概念ようわからんのよな。Oh, by the way, yeah, I forgot. It happens in the States too, but depends on like what state you are in. So, like, if you are not from the country, and if you are from, like, let's say if you're from, like, you know, the Philippines and whatever, and if you were in Japan, then you will stand out because you're not Japanese, right? The same for me in different countries too. If I go to America, for example, I will stand out because I'm not American. If I go to Korea, I will not stand out that much because I'm Asian, but I will still stand out because I'm Japanese. I will be different. So when people say something like this about Japan, I'm like, but isn't that kind of like what happens? You know what I mean? You know what I mean though? If you come to India, people most of the time treat foreigners better than fellow Indians. It's the same in Japan, yes. As thank you pointing out someone's a foreigner in Japan is basically a stab to the heart. Because we already know we are never going to be 100% accepted. Isn't that the same like in any countries again? Here. In America, you wouldn't really stand out. Or you would just sound like a second generation American. No, dude, no. Dude, no. Dude, no, let me tell you. I went to the States when I was like 20 or something. Well, I didn't stand out. Yeah, for sure. Because like let's say like Americans are more open-minded, right? But there were so many people who came up to me and they're like, oh, "You watch Naruto? I liked attention. I liked that attention. I didn't mind it, so it's whatever though. But I'm just saying, it happens. But yeah, what I'm saying is like, it happens both. And I know like it's way worse in Japan. Because you will never be like the same as like other people. I get that, but it kind of happens in the States too, by the way. What state did you go to? I will not say it, never mind.
なんか日本 本人みたいな、そう。
From my experience, I think Japanese who can't speak English at all or have not traveled to any like other countries, they're not very open.
Right. I can say 50.
It's what happens when your population is 99% the same ethnicity. Yeah, that's kind of basically what I wanted to say. Yeah, basically. If anything is the biggest indicator you're a foreigner, you would be your haircut. That's kind of like what people freaking told me. So like when I went to the States, people just pointed out like how Japanese I am, and they knew like I was Japanese, and people came up to me and they're like, "Do you watch Naruto? You watch Naruto? Can you do Rasengan?" And I was like, "No, I cannot do Rasengan, and I don't watch Naruto, but yeah, I'm Japanese." And they were like, "I can tell, cause your clothes, like your layered fashion and stuff, like you're Japanese. You watch anime, right?" And I was like, "No, I don't, but thank you." And a YouTube channel, thank you. Is Japan a racist country? Some people say that, yeah. Some people say that. But Japanese people say they aren't racists. They say like they are just like, how do I say this? Like they just say they don't discriminate, but they say that they see foreigners differently. Not conservative. Like it's xenophobic too, but they just say something like it's freaking hilarious actually. They say something like, "We don't discriminate, but we treat foreigners differently because foreigners are foreigners." That sounds racist if Americans say it, right? But it's just how Japan is. And that's kind of why some people say like, "Oh, Japan is a racist country," because it's kind of like what happens. They are scared of the unknown, yes, basically. And there are like so many people like who say something like, "Oh, English is not necessary because like we live in an island where nobody speaks English." So people are just like, close-minded as well. そうそう、それはある。ずっと思ってるこれは。そう、人種差別っていうね、概念がね、多分ちょっと違うものがあるかな。それ。I want to be Japanese because I watch anime. Sounds racism, I know. In Japan, it's not. It's not racism. It's like literally how people are. People literally say like, "Oh, I mean, you are not Japanese, so I mean, of course we will treat you differently because you are not Japanese." It's basically the mindset Japanese people have, and it's so normal here. なぜってこんな面白いこと言ったらそりゃピンするよ。だってアニメ見るから日本人になりたいってなかなかウィーブじゃない？外人って言い方を聞いたとき差別を感じた。俺外人って言葉に関しては問題ないと思うんだよな、別に。だって略語じゃない？ちゃう？
I mean, when you go to places like Osaka, and it's quite different from here.
Do you think it's easier in Osaka?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Very open, yeah.
Okay.
Like it maybe depends for like dating, just to get to know each other better. That doesn't mean like it's the same for like.
Can I say something about him? He gets ladies everywhere. I can tell already. He gets ladies. This guy gets ladies in Japan everywhere. People probably just stare at him, then people probably think he's a model or something. Ooh. And as thank you, I hate to be blunt. It's not similar, not even close. It's a permanent feeling. In US, other countries, you'll eventually assimilate and no one will question it. It can be here 40 more years and still be called foreigner. I mean, sure that, yeah, you'll just not be Japanese. That's one thing. So some people hate that and they leave Japan after like spending their time in Japan like usually it's like 2 years actually. After 2 years of like living in Japan, they say something like, "Oh, I feel like I'm so isolated, so I'm gonna go back to my country and watch anime there." I've seen a lot of people who said something like that, so I'm like, understandable. Have a great day. So, it's a thing. In PewDiePie's case, that's what he wants. So he'll be in Japan. No, in PewDiePie's case, he doesn't want to get attention. Right? So, in his case, Japan is the best country because he's not gonna be PewDiePie, but he's gonna be a foreigner, right? So, This is why I think it's freaking hilarious, because, like, you know what's funny though? In his case, like, whatever he does, he gets attention, everybody notices him, and he doesn't like that attention. He came to Japan, and nobody knows who he is. So he apparently likes it that way, it's like what I heard. So I'm like, oh, okay. Famous people do not want attention. Maybe, yeah, that's what I kind of figured out from, like, PewDiePie and, like, other YouTubers who live in Japan. So, if famous people like him, I'd go to Japan for the same exact reason. Yeah. Japan is like a safe country if you're not Japanese and if you're famous outside of Japan. Maybe. If you're saying Japan is perfect for a foreigner, just to be alone and not interacted with. Yes and no both. Yes and no both. You can take advantage of it and you can basically stand out and be that one Superman in Japan. But at the same time, if you want to be isolated and if you want to be by yourself because you're a foreigner, you can do that as well. Like, both work. I've seen both kinds of, like, foreigners in Japan. Like, you know, foreigners who got popular in Japan just because, like, they are foreigners, and some foreigners who got isolated by everybody else because he was a foreigner. Like, it happened. Like, both happened.
Long-term relationships, I think.
If you speak Japanese, yeah.
Actually, I'm curious about this. Can I freaking just, like, raid some places in Japan?
Where's, like, the best place to meet Japanese girls here?
Me personally, I like Ginza.
Ginza?
I like Midtown, Tokyo Midtown.
Okay.
You know, nice parts of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Shibuya around here. Shibuya, Roppongi.
Shibuya, Roppongi area is nice.
This guy parties a lot. If you say Shibuya and Roppongi are, like, your favorite places, you freaking party a lot. Chris had said that the only Japanese friend he has is Natsuki, but he's crazy and not traditional at all. I kinda doubt Natsuki is the only friend he has. No, he's freaking popular with Japanese people. Like, wait, don't talk about this publicly. Ready? I'm gonna talk about Chris, but privately, okay? Yeah. Yotaro, that's another person. He has a lot of other Japanese friends, but ready? Chris abroad in Japan is considered very good looking and very charismatic in Japan. I've seen a lot of people who tried to be friends with him and be cool. So, he's popular in Japan as well, by the way. In fact, he was on Japanese TV, and that's why that "Are you YouTuber?" that famous meme actually is a thing. Cloud chasers, yes. He's not American. I mean, again, if you speak English, you become American. Like, that's how it is in Japan. Like, again, it doesn't matter. Like, if you speak English, you become American in Japan. Zombie Kitty, thank you. I'm from US and own an Itasha. A lot of Americans just don't understand the culture. I'm a woman who has as my heart. Get categorized because Tiger looks young. Even in Japan, Itasha's... Wait. So, yeah, I know what you were saying, by the way. But let me kind of, like, just talk about something. So Itasha, do you guys know what Itasha is, by the way? Here's a good example. いつアメリカに帰りますかってよく聞かれてる。それに関しては多分だけど、帰ってほしいじゃなくて、多分会話の内容だと思うよ。それ普通に。それは。You guys think Itasha means anime cars? No. イタリア車ではないです。You guys think Itasha means anime cars? No. So yeah, so Davinson obviously knows like what that means, but so I just want to point out like this one thing you said here. A lot of Americans don't understand the culture. I'm a woman who has Toradora as my art and get categorized because Taiga looks young. So you were saying like some people think it's cringy, or like some people just don't accept what you like, right? From my experience, from my perspective, it's whatever. You can have whatever you want to have. But let me explain. So in Japan, everybody understands the culture. So let me just kind of like talk about what itasha really means in the first place. Itasha means, itai sha means painful car, which means cringe car. Like that's what it means in the first place, by the way, in Japanese. So people literally call it itasha because people call them cringe cars. So even in Japan, the cars are seeing cringe. So yes, people in Japan understand the culture, yes, because like it's basically, yeah, itai kurai kimoi, yeah. So basically, anime cars, itasha, is like what it's called, but no, itasha, itai means like cringe, like creep, like creepy. So in Japan, this is how people see them too. 痛い電車、それは知らなかった。So what I wanted to say was like, yeah, in the States, you probably get judged for having that car because they don't understand the culture. I get it. But even in Japan, you probably do get judged by people because, like, again, itasha literally means like cringe car. So just stating some like amazing facts about Japan because I feel like it's important, right? I want an itasha with Domino pizzas on it. 外人が日本によく助手できるが、俺のようなオタク太い外人だったら日本人誰でもコアラスに逃げさせる。俺ね、モテる方法知ってるよ。太ってる外国人がモテる方法知ってる。大体多分みんな空気読むんだけど、太ってる外国人って。空気読まないで、俺最高だからって言ったら、ついてくる女の子絶対いるんだよね。大学の時にいたいっぱいそういう人。でもね、そのタイプのついてくる人って結構あっちもやばい人ばっかだから、あんまおすすめしません。あと僕、それに関してあんまり知らないことばっかなので、今俺が言ったこと信用しない方がいいかもしれません。ってことだけ。すいませんでした。Japan also seems like a heaven for introverts. Yes, it's a heaven for introverts. If you're an introverted person, Japan's kind of like a good place to live. But if you are an extrovert who wants to go parties and who just want to go like, it's the worst place ever.
Shibuya, Roppongi.
Roppongi area is nice. Most definitely here in Shibuya. Of course, Roppongi too.
Wait. How come it's embarrassing to tell your parents or people you are close with you love them? So, ready? Do you guys say, "Oh, I love my mom"? Do you guys say that? Yeah, it's cringe in Japan. Yeah, I know it's an Asian thing. Yeah, it's an Asian thing. It's an Asian thing. We just don't do that. It's not considered immature. It's just like, we don't do that. If you say that, that means like you're a mommy's boy and like you just never grew up. And you are not independent. That's kind of like how people will like see you. We don't really express like our affection towards other people either. I'm a bit different. Because again, like my mindset is kind of influenced by like other people as well. But how come? It's just we never do that. We never do that. So, yeah. And if you say something like, "Oh, I love my mom, I love my parents," like that kind of sounds like you're like not independent, at least in Japan. So, 日本人じゃない、まあ、Does Sora speak Spanish? No.
Any clubs that you'd recommend?
There's Ibex. There's one, the WAP in Shinjuku.
Personally, had more success in person. Like I went to university and met some nice Japanese girls there. Like
I mean,
club, bar.
Shibuya
Okay.
has like the most young people.
Right.
So
What accent is it?
young people.
Right.
So
Is Japan an overworked country depending on like what company you work at? What would your mom say if you said I love you to her? Do you guys know what I love you means in Japanese? Do you guys know what I love you in Japanese means? Do you guys know what this means? Do you guys know what this means? So like, yeah, I mean I can just tell my mom like, oh I love you mom, but she'll be like, what? What? It's basically saying something like, oh I'm in love with you, I long for you, I long for you. Yeah, it's whatever like that. So I mean, Sweet Home Alabama, yeah. So be careful. Is there a way to say I like you a lot? I guess you can just say suki desu, but like, we just don't do that in Japan. We just don't like do that. Yeah, taisetsu na hito. Yeah, we just don't like show our like affection towards other people. I mean, we do that too, but yeah, it's like we do that a lot less in Japan. We do that a lot less in Japan, so. 月が綺麗。月が綺麗はね、それね、いや、月が綺麗はさ、いや、月が綺麗はさ、Sora mama be like, I think I should disown you, Sora. Wait. My mom wants to disown me? Do you guys know how old? Wait. My mom still owns me? Wait, am I 17? Guys, I think I'm 17. Thank you, DBZ Trunks Bardock77. React to Gideon. I'm actually curious what this video is. Wait. Oh, that's freaking a long one. I'll just see a little bit, and if it has like anything to do with like, you know, what I was like actually doing, then sure. But if it has actually nothing to do with like what I was talking about, I might skip it.
I'm in the zoo with the lions and apes and bears. Remember over a year thing and like so PBA has been flamed. Get some finger. I'm not packing like talking about. I can still get a 280 even if I get a spare on the first one.
Thank you, a YouTube channel. Watch the baby sensory, and why do you hate Speed? I don't hate him. I actually like him. It's a vlog. Oh. すいません。ごめんなさい. I'm sorry. I don't really think I can say anything about this. I'm sorry. And what is this really? Yes, thank you. Have you heard the Overwatch April Fool's old voice lines? Yeah, I kinda did, yes. Cocomelon. I will just kind of skip that, because...
Maybe like... Yeah, so most of my friends and me myself are using Bumble. Like, yeah.
Dating apps in Japan?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Normal. I thought it was pretty normal.
What's like the best dating app?
Bumble.
Bumble.
Yeah.
That's like the best way to meet.
I think it's more chill.
Right.
You're not gonna get crazy girls. Yeah.
I think Bumble,
Bumble.
is
Bumble
great.
is
Yeah.
great.
Download Bumble then. デートアプリって使ったことありますか？
一回やります。
何のアプリ？
ペアーズ。
ペアーズ。
そう。
wait. Is this something like everybody has used? Cause I haven't used like freaking any dating apps. Am I really being a virgin? Bumble 俺も聞いたことないって。俺でもともとね、あんま使ったことない人間だからさ。Nah, dating apps are cringe. You might get a girl. I mean, personally, I don't really have any problems with like people using like those apps and whatever, because I don't seriously care, because I have nothing to do with it, right? But I personally wouldn't use it. I might use it just for content on YouTube and whatever. Well, like, I might just use it to like troll people for my channel and be like, hey, I'm being funny, but like I wouldn't actually seriously use it, and I don't think I'm interested in that. Dating apps are for hooking up. So like that basically means like all those people who just said like, oh, I use dating apps are like the people who have sexual intercourse. Alan, thank you. Try dating app on the next. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, but thank you so much for the donation. I mean, I thought it would be funny though, but at the same time, I really don't want to like waste their time, like those people's like time either. At the same time, I mean, I know like it probably will be funny, but it's something I kind of don't want to do because I don't want to waste their time again, right? So, dating apps are only good for memes, not for dates. マッチングアプリ使うのに男いる？そうなんだ。
Great.
Do you have any advice for foreigners that want to date in Japan?
告白をしたまたもらえたことがあった。したことはないけど、されたことはまあそれなりに。高校の時と大学の時かな。中学の時はゼロ。
Language.
あ、YouTuber になってからはめちゃくちゃ上がったかも。やっぱ日本人でさ、海外向きにやってると、そういうね、いわゆるウィーブ系の人から、はーんって来るんだよね。
That's the number one thing.
Try to like register to a couple of these dating websites or even to Hello Talk.
Hello Talk.
Because I think it's not very much about language exchange. It's rather like a dating app.
Wait, really? I really thought Hello Talk is like freaking an app like where you freaking learn languages. It's a dating app. Wow. We learned something new. Guys, we learned something new. We learned something new. It's a dating app. I feel like Sora must be the guy who keeps getting close to losing his virginity but does something super weird and to be funny and causes the woman just to leave. It's more like I never really was desperate about like sleeping with people. I've never... So like if you've been watching my channel for a while, like you probably know about me now, but like... And so... In my old videos, like I kind of acted like I was horny 24/7 to just be that funny person, but like in reality, I'm not. I don't really think it's amazing to even think about like sleeping with people just because it's good and whatever. I just don't have like that like mindset in me. So I've never used dating apps because Yeah, and I've never gone to like brothels. Like, I seriously don't think like sleeping with people itself is like even a good thing. Like, you should try. Like, again, like it's something like I'm not interested in. Like, I mean, if you want to sleep with people, then you can do it. But it's not really. It's kind of like. Can I talk about something? So like, when I was an English teacher, one of my coworkers from like South Africa, he told me something like, hey, it's your birthday today, right? And I was like, yeah, it's my birthday. And he was like, why don't you just get laid? And I was like, what does that even mean? And he was like, that's weird, bro. You don't get laid? Wow, that's just so sad. And I'm like, why is my life sad just because I don't get laid? And so some guys just get laid because it's a good thing. And like that makes them like cool and whatever. And I'm like, I don't think that's how it goes. And so since I was born, like, I kind of knew I was different from, like, other people, because, like, when I talk to my friends, like, they usually talk about, like, who's hot, who's sexy, and, like, what celebrities are hot and whatever. Like, they talk about that, and I've never talked about that. I mean, I kind of tried to just keep up with them, but I never actually thought any celebrities were hot and anything. Like, I never even cared about it. What I used to care about when I was in university was like literally just all about music and freaking playing games. Like that was literally it. And yeah, so like on my channel people pointed this out. Like it's called demisexual, I don't know what that is, but it's what I relate to. Like, so I could use a dating apps and whatever, but it's for comedic purposes. I will never actually use it seriously. I wouldn't. So, trying to blend in, yeah, it was hard. It was hard. Like, when I was back in school, like, I had to freaking learn, like, who's popular and, like, who everybody thinks is hot. And I had to keep up with it, but it didn't work out because, like, whatever I say, like, sounds kind of wrong. And people will say something like, oh my gosh, my dad school's hot. Like, my dad school's, like, a idol that was popular before. And I'm like, yeah, right, my dad school's high. And I'm like, I actually don't know what she does, what she's known for, but I'm gonna say it because everybody else says it. Yeah, my dad school's hot, right? I like her dancing. And everybody was like, huh? She doesn't dance? And people thought I was gay. Hey, YouTube channel, thank you. I only love pixels. No joke, you like anime. So, what's up with... Yeah. Someone thinking they're cool because they've locked genitals with multiple people is honestly cringe. I don't think they are cringe, it's just they are different. It's like how I see them, yeah. It's whatever.
Be yourself, be free, be approachable and be friendly.
And thank you, Crucifixion Romance style. That's based. I'd much rather read a fantasy novel than a date or have sex. Never happening. Thank you so much for the donation. Like, I never really jumped in the opportunity to like freaking sleep with like people. I've never done that, and I don't really think I'm still like interested in it. It sounds weird to me, like randomly just doing that.
Coming here maybe.
With like random people. So like dating apps is kind of like rather scary to me, honestly.
Learn a bit of Japanese.
Learn Japanese.
Yeah.
Why? Of course.
Learn a bit of Japanese.
Learn Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be kawaii.
Learn a bit.
You have to be kawaii.
Kawaii.
You have to be kawaii.
Japanese is hard! Yeah, I didn't notice this. No, my brain legit thought like she was talking about like a river or something. I was like, what? But I noticed like how the pitch accent thing is actually kind of important. I was like, what?
Of course, you.
Japanese. I'm Japanese. Yeah.
Well, you have to be kawaii.
Yeah, I know what she's saying though, because like I'm just so used to it. So yeah, I was like, I mean, you say Japanese is hard for an American. She's not even American, by the way. So I was like, you have to be kawaii? What? And then I noticed like, oh, it's kawaii and kawaii. So kawaii is like, this is how you say it, everyone. You can say it. Just say like kawaii. Oh, that's how you say it. You guys freaking just mastered how to say cute in Japanese. Woo! But if you say kawaii, if you think it's I, then that's like when you kind of like mess up. Just say kawaii. Amazing. Skin painting. What? Skin painting. What do you mean skin painting? What? What do you mean skin painting? Wait, what? What did I miss? What did I miss? Wait, what did I miss? Oh, skin painting, okay. Did he really? Oh, God. Everyone, if you guys are ever like having trouble like saying like cute in Japanese, that's how you say it. Kawaii! It translated to skin painting. Yeah, it happens. I mean, Japanese to Google. I mean, whatever. It's Google Translate. Like Google Translate is like never accurate. So kawaii. Just don't even say this. Don't even say that. But say kawaii. It's skin painting, just a different way to say tattoo. Yeah, I guess.
Of course, you have to be kawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learn Japanese.
Again, like it's not that important, so.
とか誘われたら行かない方がいい。
この人めちゃくちゃ日本語ペラだな。
ホテルとか誘われたら。
Thank you so much for the donation, Ikari. And I'm really sorry for what I just did. I'm 12. I'm really sorry for what I just did. I tended to scream and I'm stupid. I'm really sorry for what I just did. I'm 12. And thank you so much for the donation, Ikari. Let me just do something for you. So let me just give you a tip about like how to learn Japanese. This is what you do. Naruto-kun kakoi desu. So like you basically put something random like in Japanese on a Google Translate, right? And you basically type whatever.
Naruto-kun kakoi desu.
And you basically repeat it like, oh, Naruto-kun kakoi desu. And you play the English part.
It's Naruto-kun's enclosure.
It's Naruto-kun's enclosure. You just repeat that too, and you just learn Japanese that way. I'm really sorry for what I just said. I don't know. I'm not using my brain. And it's kind of like what happens if you just like talk without using your brain. Thank you so much for the donation. And I don't know what I did to like deserve this. Do you want to see my PP? Yes. If so, sub to my OnlyFans. My OnlyFans is called Justin Bieber Vevo 69420. So like just go sub to my OnlyFans if you're interested. I never upload anything. You just like end up seeing Justin Bieber's like faces and whatever. But if you're interested in that, congratulations. I don't know what I just said, but this is me just talking without using my brain. Thank you so much. Say やめてください。やめて! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom!
市長、初めてのコンタクト、利用者数ナンバー1のとこに相談したんです。
それはいいね。
はい、目につけるものだしちゃんと。
Looks like I missed out on second stream. Yeah. So let me talk about what happened. So I was gonna stream an entire day today, actually. That was my plan. I was like freaking gonna stream like for 9 hours and whatever. But people showed up. So I was like, God damn it. So I decided to just come home and, you know, stream in here. Why are you pausing the ad? I don't know. I'm 12. Sorry, you have milk? No, instead I have like freaking a lot of like doctor papers here. As thank you, now you're definitely disowned. I am. But thank you so much for the donation.
Something that are normal in your country might be seen as awkward, confusing, or even annoying here in Japan. In America, you say, "Excuse me," but in Japan, we say,
Now that makes sense why a lot of like weebs freaking came up to me in VR chat and said something like, "Oh, mukate kuru no ka," like in freaking like an interesting sound in Japanese. I was like, what the hell is that trend? Yeah, now that makes sense. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. I mean, if you say it like accurately, if you actually say it properly, I wouldn't like. Do you hate weeps? I love weeps. Let me make sure about something. Wait. I've been saying this like publicly a lot of times. Do you love weeps? I love weeps, yes. And that's what Japanese people say, for sure. If you ask Japanese people like whether they love weeps or not, they usually say like, "Oh, I don't mind weeps. I love weeps." Because weeps are freaking hardcore about Japan. They love Japan. And of course, like we love those people who love Japan too. So like, I love weeps. I mean, you might think weebs are cringy, but it's just because you are not Japanese. When you are Japanese and when you see weebs, you freaking feel like, oh my gosh, weebs are amazing! So, and Ikari, I did that because I owed you. Lol, and you understand accent better than me. Lol, there's no AI that can pick up native tongue. Ash Sora. That's one black heart. But thanks for translating. I'll hit you up if I need you. Thank you so much for the donation. Wait, what are you talking about actually? This? Oh, did I do any translation stuff for you before? But thank you so much for the donation. JR English announcement of Shibuya Station's cringe. I don't think so.
Japan is a country full of rules. We have rules for the train, rules for the bus, rules for the office. We even have rules for using chopsticks.
箸を割るときは必ず脇を締めましょう。脇が開いていると肘が当たって。
And yes, there are so many rules when you're around other people. But if you don't know these rules, you might be wondering.
She likes abroad in Japan. I can tell. I like abroad in Japan too. She likes abroad in Japan. I like abroad in Japan. So I mean, I honestly like what she does. Honestly. Sora, is Fiverr your main source of income? Not only Fiverr, but like I do voice stuff like everywhere on the internet. So.
Why some Japanese people are trying to avoid you? Trust me. It's not because they are secretly discriminating against you. Or are they? Japanese are too polite to share any of these rules with foreigners. It's actually easier to move away from somebody who's making you uncomfortable than telling them directly. And one thing you need to know is Japanese people don't like to be direct. Well, except for when they do. Kancho! Check out our Kancho University shirt and check out our
This lady is a genius. You are indirectly doing the marketing for her. I mean, she deserves that, dude. She's a genius. No, she's a genius, actually. No, I'm not simping for her. It's a different thing. Like, why do you have to say like I'm simping for her like when it's a girl? Like, I don't think it makes sense. But is it just me being Japanese? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, she's a genius. I have to tell you that. No. Like, it was freaking smooth to do everything too. It was so smooth. Is this accurate? What's accurate?
Kancho University shirt and other great merch. So, if you don't want to make Japanese uncomfortable, you should avoid these things.
Shopify を利用する人
Oh, I really thought that was the part. That was like a part of the video. You got me. Yes, thank you. I recall how Sora asked to get Kancho on stream. Yeah, no, it was not on stream. Like, I freaking did that like with the with my mom in a video. But yeah.
In Japan, we have the word smell harassment.
Yeah, I remember that actually. I freaking forgot about it.
Or perfume harassment. I was really surprised.
ペットボトルでよく覚えてるな、それ。てかさ、もう何これ perfume harassment? It's actually a thing, yeah. I mean, they are like, is that not normal? Like, what do you mean this?
When I saw a poster that explains this type of harassment. But when I was in America, I was so surprised how many different fragrances there were.
Yeah, wait, can I talk about something though? So, it's still kind of like amuses me how a lot of people use like this one thing called deodorant. I still don't know how to say that in Japanese yet. I don't know what that is in Japanese yet. Like, what the hell is like deodorant? Like, we don't use that. And instead, we just take a shower a lot, maybe? Yeah, the deodorant thing. I still like don't know what that is even in Japanese. Do hateful comments make you sad? Like, I don't know like what hateful comments really are though. Like, what are they? Because on my channel, like everything is freaking a meme. So like I don't really know like who's like being hateful. It's not like we smell nice by default or anything. We just take a shower like a lot. So it makes your armpits smell better. The thing about it is like I take a shower a lot and I never use like this one thing called like deodorant. I never use that, but people never tell me I smell bad, so honestly. I hate you, Sora. Is that hateful enough? Not really. Like, so one thing, let me tell you something. If you do YouTube, you actually get a lot of like interesting comments. And this is just probably my channel though. Like my channel is like where everybody tells me I'm cringe, right? So you get kind of used to like seeing like different things and you get numb to like, you just don't get hurt by things. You just like see them and be like, oh, they are memeing. And thank you, Ikari. Deodorant. Deodorant? 香水が強すぎる。香水ってかさ、いろいろ使うよね。
When I went to the mall,
制汗剤っていうのあれ。制汗剤ってさ、84みたいなやつじゃないの？あのスプレーのやつ。俺が見た限りちょっと違うよ。
I could smell the air freshener, scented candle smell, etc. Also, I was surprised how strong the deodorant smells in America. I heard that Americans tend to enjoy more complex smell than Japanese people. Almost everyone I met wore some kind of perfume or deodorant.
This is so true. Ikari, thank you. Deodorant. Have another on me. No worries. Thank you so much for the donation. Does Japanese prefer us to stink? I don't know if it's like an actual like serious comment or not. But, dude. Let me chill, I'm sorry.
At Sora the troll, does Japanese prefer us to stink? You don't use deo because Japanese have a gene causing less sweat, odor or earwax. At Sora the troll, does Japanese prefer us to stink?
I'm sorry. Dude, search for what do you mean, Next translate? What the hell is that comment? Arnav goes, thank you. Have you tried translating English sentences to Japanese in ChatGPT? Oh, they are a lot better than Google Translate. But thank you so much for the donation. S, thank you. Deodorant in Japan is formulated for Japanese people. It sucks and doesn't work well. We have to buy it online, bring it from overseas sometimes. But let me talk about this. Yeah, so what you were saying, S Learner, I don't know if I said your name right or not. It's actually so true. Like, so I didn't know about this, but like apparently because of like Asian genes, we smell less, right? Or I don't know like much about it because I'm Asian myself. Like it's something like I never even like freaking looked up, so I don't know anything about it. But yeah, I heard that from like my American friends who are not Asians. Like they were like, but Asians smell less and whatever. Like I was like, I don't know what that even means. But yeah, I've heard that we smell less. So it's not that like we want you guys to stink or anything, but like you can wear like whatever you want to wear, like perfume, whatever you want to, you can do that. But yeah,
I don't think
like to me it doesn't matter, but we just don't do that in Japan, so it's something we are not used to.
Ever met a person in America who had no smell? In Japan, the most popular scent here is no scent. For a lot.
You know what though? I want to actually freaking go to the States and actually see if that's true or not. Oh, wait, that's so true! I remember that now! I had an American friend who smelled like sugar. Like, I don't know what that smell was. I think it's sugar, I don't know what that was. And I was like, oh, this American person probably eats a lot of sugar. Like, that's what I thought when I was back in university. That's what that was. No, like, sugar, like, vanilla maybe? Do you stink? People never told me I stink. My mom tells me I smell bad, but like, it's my mom, right? So, I mean, like, sugary whatever thing, like, I don't know what that was. And I was like, why does this guy even freaking like smell like sugar? And I was like, maybe he eats a lot of sugar. Like, that's what I thought. But come to think of it, he probably used some kind of like perfume or something. Wow, I'm 12.
A lot of Japanese, the biggest reason to wear deodorant is to remove the smell, not cover it up. Of course, we have scented deodorants too, but they usually have light smells like mint, lemon, and soap.
What smell do you like?
So the smell.
Can I talk about something like interesting about me? I don't really smell things. So like, I don't know what smell I like, what smell I don't like. I smell nothing. Thus, I'm gonna say, I like the smell of my poop. Never mind, I'm sorry for saying that.
Aren't so strong. It's more like a refreshing or relaxing. Also, in our society, there are situations where you are supposed to be scentless. Work and school are two of the main places. This might explain why we are so sensitive to these smells. And some Japanese people are so sensitive to smell that they don't even want to be around others who are wearing heavy fragrances. When I used to work in a hotel VIP lounge, I had many requests from Japanese guests that they want to switch their seat because the person
You know, teachers in America tell you to shower regularly and use deodorant. Really though? Really? Like, if you freaking wear perfume or like a deodorant and whatever and go to school, you get freaking scolded for that stuff in Japan. Like, you freaking get scolded and then... Yeah, I guess the culture is different.
At the next table was wearing very strong perfume. The scent was usually coming from foreign guests, and the Japanese guests felt uncomfortable with the smell of the perfume. Also, in some places in Japan, there's an unspoken rule not to wear too strong fragrance. In high-end sushi or Japanese washoku restaurants where people enjoy delicate flavors, you should be scentless. If someone is wearing too strong fragrance or cologne, it can ruin other customers' experience too.
I know where this is going already. Wait. Am I being 12? 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 I know. Don't even say anything. Am I being 12? Am I being 12? Am I being 12? Crap, the one cream I used that... Wait. Oh. Yes or no? I mean, how it's phrased in the video makes me think of like something really interesting, but I'm 12, right? Is it because people think hair is considered dirty? It's not really that though. Hairy situation. Let's see what this is about. Is this gonna be a beard? Oh, let's see.
Japanese people see beards as dirty,
I was right.
scary, and aggressive. Why? The reason is history. Beards were acceptable at some point of Japanese history. It was a symbol of power during 1467 to 1615. In 1930, when militarism came to Japan, facial hair became a symbol of authority. After World War II, having no facial hair became common. As Japan's economy grew, more men were becoming office workers who wore suits. So a clean face became a symbol of a modern, sophisticated man. That's why beards aren't seen as a very good thing these days. There have been court cases that employees sued the company because employers asked them to shave. If they didn't, they would have their pay cut or evaluation lowered. The latest case happened in 2019 when two male employees of Osaka Metro complained that they were unfairly evaluated because they did not shave as their supervisors told them to. Although they won the case, immediately after the news, the mayor of Osaka tweeted, "What's with this ruling? I'm appealing. The old city transportation is a service business. It's unreasonable to say that they don't have to follow the rules when they set the grooming standards and the rules themselves are legal. This is not a private club. It is a public service organization. It is funded by customer fees and the taxes were used to make the subway tunnels." Of course, this kind of incident would never happen in America, right? I was really surprised to see how many men had facial hair. Some guys even make it part of their identity. But can foreigners have facial hair if they work in Japan? Of course, nobody has a problem with facial hair in public places, like on a train, on a taxi, or in a grocery store, or etc. In some workplaces, facial hair is differently okay. ECC is one of the biggest English...
Yes, thank you. Japan prioritizes the rules over common sense. I can talk about that. And like, there are so many freaking like funny things about that, yeah. Conclusion, people want you to look clean. Yes and no both.
school in Japan, this teacher.
And thank you, Chris Fish and Roman Style, but Hayao Miyazaki has facial hair. And he is the one that runs the company. So nobody tells him to like shave it.
He's always on the poster. Look, he has a beard. Also, if your work is more artistic, like designer, video game maker, etc., then beards are okay. But I haven't seen foreigners who work in bigger Japanese companies with big facial hair. I wonder maybe they had to shave it so they could work there? I'm not sure. But I can say there are certain positions that require you to shave, like working as a sales rep, hotel staff, or a chef.
Can I just guess what she's gonna say later? Wait. So here's the thing. Let's go. Hear me out. She's gonna talk about pubic hair. Let's go. If she actually started talking about pubic hair, I'm gonna freaking throw a party. Let's go. In probably like 1 minute.
Recently, however,
she's gonna do it.
More and more,
let's go.
Especially younger generation.
I know she's gonna talk about pubic hair and say something like, "Oh my gosh, like, but we have to shave like our beards by like when it comes down to your bush. Oh my gosh, it's still there, and like nobody freaking like does anything to your Let's go.
Accepting, neatly trimmed facial hair. You can even buy a beard sticker, so you can enjoy having a beard look on the weekend or vacation. Then have clean face when you go back to the office.
She didn't talk about it! I'm 12! My ass hurt. So, I just noticed something. I'm 12. Hey, what about men's body hair, hands and legs? You don't have to shave them though. So, I'm 12. Let me talk about something. So here's the thing about Japan. So, if you have to shave your beard, it's kind of like what everybody tells you. But do you guys know why? The actual reason you have to shave your beard? Do you know why? Girls in Japan hate beards. Like 90% of the girls hate beards. That's the true reason. Like seriously, there's no advantage about having a beard, like seriously, in Japan. What beards are hot? I get it. I think beards are probably good on some people. いや、清潔感、それ。そう。いや、清潔感、それなの、本当謎のやつね。So, from my experience, a lot of girls hate that stuff. And people learn it, right? And people like, oh my gosh, so we get no girls if I have a beard. And they shave it. That's kind of like what I've seen. So, even before the rules, they follow the traditional like, oh, I have to get girls like thing, and they shave off like their beards. That's kind of like, what happens. So this doesn't apply to non-Japanese. It's the same for like non-Japanese people too. I've seen actually like a lot of, not just only videos, but like seen so many people saying like, oh, even for foreigners, I like it without beards. I've seen it so many times. There are so many videos like, interviewing Japanese girls saying like, oh, do you like beards on foreigners? They usually say no. Sadly, it's a thing. A few married guys with beards. I mean, again, 90% of the girls. So 10% of the girls, they don't care. Well, they like guys with like beards, but 90% of the girls here, they don't like beards. So it's interesting. My personal opinion about it though, I don't care. And I think some people look better with like beards and stuff. Like I have some friends who look better with like beards from my perspective. But again, like I'm like how I am is strongly influenced by you guys. And I've been spending my time with like non-Japanese people a lot in my life. So I'm used to seeing that as well. So you can just like not see me and say something like, oh, but you are Japanese and you like beers, like, doesn't that mean like other Japanese people like beers too? You know what I mean? 女は軽装って当たり前。へえ。ひげある男は個性的になるだけ。あー、個性的って考えしたことなかったな。なるほど。個性を求めるのか。それって髪染めてるやつと同じってことか。俺もだってこれ YouTube でキモさを浮かしたいから赤にしてるだけだし、モテようとしてやってるわけじゃないからな。そんな感じなんですかね、これって。Wait, a lack of voice. I'm actually, wait, let me actually seriously watch this, because I'm curious. Why are you blaming us? We are knowing about Japan from. Wait. Cat. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not blaming anybody. There's some huge miscommunication going on. We have to clear that up, Cat. S, thank you. Hey, chat, did you know women here shave arms? Wait, they don't? They don't? Don't be influenced by us. What do you mean? Dude, Cat, we gotta clear that up. What's happening? Don't blame us. What? I didn't blame anybody. What happened? We gotta clear that up. Let's go. Cat, what happened? Tell me. I didn't blame anybody. Pretty sure just a joke. Okay then. Don't be influenced by Japan or the West. Be your own person. Wait. Why are you blaming us? We are knowing about Japan from you. To just be yourself. I like cats. I love cats. I love dogs. Sorry, my brain just didn't work and my brain.exe just stopped working, so I just had to freaking take a piss and just process what I read. So wait, what was it about, Cat? I don't know. So I will try not to blame you for to be myself. Did I take your message right? Or am I just being 12 again? 犬流行る。俺犬の方が好きです。ちなみに猫あんまり好きではない。好きではないってか別に普通。犬の方が楽しいかな。We are of knowing about Japan. Brain not working. Yeah, whatever.
あんた、ニデックって何なの？
Whoa! Oh, that's just an ad. I really thought I freaking just saw her. Yeah. Yeah, boobs. No, you know what I mean though? If the camera went from this to this, do you usually think of something no. She freaking went from this to this, and I was like, wow. But yeah, I'm 12. I know I'm gonna calm
Japanese
down.
people don't usually talk to strangers. But I know it's very different in America. When I took a flight in America, many people were talking with each other. I was surprised because many of them didn't know each other, but were chatting like old friends. Some of them even helped each other put things in.
You know how this like a chit chat thing like happens outside of Japan like a lot, right? Especially like she just said freaking like in the States, like the chit chat thing, it happens. Like you freaking talk to random people. It's not even an American thing. It's freaking a thing everywhere. Like outside of Japan, like if you are not in Asia, like you talk to people and you just go like, oh my gosh, how's your day? Oh yeah, my day's great. Oh, like do you still like, you know, take a shit every day? Yeah, I do. You do that, right? In Japan, it never happens. And I remember like this freaking one time when I went to the States for the first time, like when I was like 20, right? I was on an airplane. And then there was like this old lady sitting next to me. And then, as Thank You Rewind, was that Chris and Charlotte? What? What? No. Dude. No. Dude, no. But yeah, so like there was an old lady like sitting next to me, right? And I was just trying to enjoy my time being on a plane, right? She freaking just like stared at me for like 3 seconds. And I was like, oh god damn it, I think I'm in trouble for doing something. Like that's probably I don't know like what I even was doing, but I thought I messed up. Cause like she was like and I was like, why is she freaking staring at me like that? What did I do wrong? Do I smell bad or something? Then she went like, hello. And I'm like, hello, miss. And she was like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm Japanese. And she was like, oh, Japanese. Do you watch anime? And I was like, yeah, weeb, whatever, you weeb, weeb. And I was like, yeah, she's a weeb, but she actually doesn't watch anime. I just like noticed like she wanted to just talk to me. And Japan's like known for like creating anime and whatever, right? She wanted to just talk to me. And she was like, you watch anime? Because like she noticed like I'm Japanese, right? And Japan's like known for anime. But I got that question everywhere, and I still like do get the same question on the internet too. So like I kind of noticed like it's not really a weeb thing. It's like one thing people say to just talk to me, I guess. So, but yeah, like that kind of confused me because I was like, why is she freaking trying to talk to me? Because nobody does that in Japan. So old people do that. Yeah. 日本、いや、そうだね。田舎の人はそうだけど、でもね、あんまりこっちの、なんだろう、関東圏でそういうの起きないので。
We're chatting like old friends. Some of them even helped each other put things in the overhead stretch. I was also shocked to find that when I walked in the store in the US, the shopkeeper started talking to me, hey, and then, have a chit chat. Why are they talking to me? But
exactly. I was exactly talking about like my experience, and I was like, why is she talking to me? Yeah, you get it. Amazing, the country lady. Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
After getting used to, talking to a stranger, everywhere, and when I came back to Japan, I missed it. I realized
I don't know if I missed it. I like both. I like to talk to like random people too. But at the same time, like I kind of like to sleep like on like planes and trains and stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I missed it honestly. How to make Japanese friends? Play games with Japanese people. So
realized that having a small talk with a stranger or greeting to each other was such a pleasant moment to me. Before I got married with Mr. Eats, I was living in New Zealand, Christchurch, for 1.5 years. I went to a grocery store by myself and then I bought a bunch of chocolate. So I brought all the chocolate and cookies to the cashier, and there was the very handsome looking cashier. He's not as handsome as Mr. Eats.
Thank you. You literally called yourself an attack. Attention whore. I mean, yes, I am, but like sometimes I want to sleep on like trains.
So
Like I want to get attention when I want to get attention. You know what I mean?
he would agree.
That's kind of why I do YouTube. Like I kind of do YouTube to just get attention. But the thing about it is like, wait, can I talk about something serious? So like there's like this one thing about me that makes no sense. Ready, everyone? This is gonna shock a lot of people. So I like attention, so that's why I do my channel and a YouTube channel. Thank you. No one wants to be my friend, so I'm a child. Are you really a child? If so, you will be an adult either way. So it's whatever. So is it being cringe? The thing about it is like here, I wanted to get attention, and that's kind of why I started my channel, and I get attention. So I'm like, yeah, this is like the best place because I get attention. You know what's funny though? I took a break from YouTube like 3 times. I kind of quit YouTube like 3 times, 4 times. Do you guys know why, by the way? It's freaking hilarious because like it makes no sense. And I don't know like if I can teach you guys like something about this burnout. No, I mean I got burnt out of course, but do you know why I got burnt out from it? Sensory overload. Because of the attention. Yeah, it's weird. Like I'm gonna still like watch this video, but here, let me show you something. And I want you guys to like learn something from this too, because this is like strongly from my experience. Ready? So I basically started this channel to get attention. And I freaking got so depressed like so many times. Like doing YouTube, and the reason's freaking hilarious. So like I was doing like my channel and I was actually having fun like around here, right? And then I got attention. That's an introvert. No. Hear me out. This is probably what everybody goes through. And I am pretty sure I'm not an introvert. Like according to like a lot of like things, I'm not an introvert. So I got attention from like in these videos. Like I suddenly blew up like super hard. So my sub account went from like 0 to like 100,000 in 40 days or something. Like it was super fast. So I went from like a guy that had no viewers to like, because of like this video. And then I did this one thing where I reacted to Filthy Frank, and a lot of like Japanese people copied it, so like this trend was made after that. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, that happened, right? And then I was like, I'm not gonna be that one person who reacts to Filthy Frank. Then I started doing this, right? And then, yeah, of course, people still like watched it. People freaking like loved me teaching like stupid Japanese phrases, like saying something like, what color is your underwear? When did you take a shit? Like stupid stuff, right? And I got so much attention. People like freaking talked about me everywhere. And I was like, oh yeah, this is amazing. And suddenly I got tired and boom, serious talk. You know why though? Let me talk about something. Everybody likes validation. Everybody likes attention. And in my case, I like a lot of attention. But when you get too much attention and when you feel like everybody's expecting you to be like the best person ever and whatever, you kind of feel the pressure suddenly. And you go like, do I have to do what they want me to do? Like that's kind of what you start feeling. Yeah, that's coming when you suddenly become popular, right? That's kind of what happened to me. Around then, like I was trying my best to be the best person ever on YouTube. Back then, I was actually making a lot of money. Like I freaking went for like everything. I was like uploading videos like freaking every day too before. I don't do that anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna just do whatever I want to do. Back then, I was all about views and like getting ad revenue and like, you know, getting news people and whatever. It's not imposter syndrome. Like it's when you suddenly feel the pressure because like there's like too much attention. People talk about you everywhere. People say like, oh, you are an amazing YouTuber. People expect you to like put out amazing videos. And then I kind of got tired of it first here. And I was like, second time, pretty soon, right? And then after only a little bit, I was like, okay, I'm done. So it's weird. Like when you get too much attention, you just kind of like stay away from it, even though you like attention. So you liking attention versus you getting too much attention, like those two things are different. Let me tell you, like when people say like, oh, I like attention, they usually are thinking about like getting attention in a classroom. But this attention is like when people literally talk about you everywhere. So that's kind of like what happened to me, and I was like, ah! And then I just decided to just like focus on what I wanted to do actually, instead of like just trying to do like what everybody wanted me to do. And now I don't really care about like other revenue, views, and like sub count and whatever. And since then I've been kind of healthy actually. I've been just, you know, enjoying my time here because I know I'm cringy and I don't really do anything like productive or anything, right? So play Sora for Filthy Frank videos, yeah. What the Still famous. I'm not famous, no. I'm not. I'm 100% not famous. That's one thing I can tell you.
Mirai, hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Did he really delete his... Oh, he didn't delete his comment. Never mind.
And you? Good, good. Where are you from?
Actually, let me just unpin this message because some people are gonna think like I'm actually talking about like showing my feet.
Oh, I'm from Osaka, Japan. I was so nervous.
He's been asking you for feet pics. Sell them. Wait. Here. Wait. If you are serious, dude, I'm gonna sell you my feet pictures. I mean, fit pics. Sure. If you give me $1,000, sure, I'll give you my fit pics, bro. I'm serious. No, I'm dead serious. If you give me $1,000 right now, I'll give you my foot pics. What's wrong with you? No, people would freaking like just show their feet worth. Yeah, see? Dude, no, seriously. If you give me $1,000, I'll be like, here. I will just straight up like do this. I'm serious. Do it. If you've been asking for my foot pics like for an hour, why not? Yeah, why not? I'll just give you my foot pics. Why not? And you disappeared. Dude, why did you disappear though? I'm serious. I'm gonna show you my feet. If you wanna see my feet, sure, why not? What do Japanese people think about indirect kisses, like sharing food or drinks? I don't care, honestly. I personally don't care. A lot of people here care about it and they don't like it. I don't care at all. Like, it's whatever to me. But it's just, you know, me being me, so.
Right? Because I have never been, you know, talked by a total stranger. When he finished putting all the chocolates in a huge bag, he said, "See you later." I literally translate into Japanese. I will meet you later. Okay, so he wants to see me later after his work. Should I go back to ask him, what time do you finish your work? I didn't have guts to go back, so I just...
Dude, a totally unsuspicious guy who just smokes cigarettes. I'll show you my feet. Ready? Give me $1,000. No. Here's the thing. Hear me out. Okay? I heard. S told me. S is a mod on my channel, right? I heard you've been asking for my foot pics, and you've been asking me to sell you my foot pics. Sure. Why not? I will. I'll show. Oh, you know what though? I can actually show you my feet. Right. Here. Actually, I'll just show you my foot without even like, you know, giving me money. I'll do that. But like, you're gonna get grossed out because why are you saying no suddenly? Dude, no, you don't have to pay me actually. You know what though? I freaking ripped my toe the other day, so it's gross, but sure. So this is my foot. No, it's freaking gross. I was freaking bleeding out. No, here. You see this? I freaking was bleeding super hard from here. And this is like 3 weeks ago, by the way. So it happened. Yeah. You see? It actually hurt a lot before. It doesn't hurt anymore. So it happened before. And now you cannot see. Show me your foot. Like, show me your feet. Because I literally just freaking did a foot review. But that was gross, wasn't it? Now you're... Why are you saying oh no? You literally asked for an hour. You have to say like, oh my gosh, that's good and whatever. That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? And that's how you own people. Wrecked. Intense. No, see? That makes no sense. Now you were saying like intense sniffing, but you know what you said? Gross or something. I forgot what you said. No, you were saying, oh no, and you like sniffing. And thank you, Tor. Was Portland, Oregon trendy in Japan? I don't think so. My Japanese neighbors said so, but I don't know. There's nothing specially. I kind of doubt it. It's more like your Japanese neighbor likes Oregon, but I kind of doubt it. Go to hospital. Basically, I hit my nail. That's really it. So, I said, oh no, because you got hurt. Okay, so yeah, whatever.
Went back to my dormitory. As I told you, for Japanese, being spoken by a stranger or even cashier is such a surprising thing. It's not normal for us to talk openly with people we don't know. If a stranger talks with us, we're probably thinking, why is he or she talking to me? What do they want from me? And also some Japanese people are very self-conscious about their English skills. So if they are talked in English, they get really nervous and then they probably don't know what to say to you.
Hi. That's like something I did before. 僕は今日の黒いジャケット、だから、はい、yeah, I know who you are. That American person who's fluent in Japanese. Yeah, I took a picture with you, right? I remember you. By the way, thank you so much for sniping me today. That was really amazing to see you too, by the way. I really never thought like any people would show up in the first place. That was really amazing to see you. So that was really awesome to see you in real life, and thank you so much for sniping me. That was amazing. I'm just being cringy here, so. And what is this? No, it's freaking gross. I was freaking bleeding out. No, here. Do you see this?
There are people in Japan who enjoy small talk with strangers. Osaka is known as a place where people are more friendly. So if you come here, more people might start chatting with you compared to other places in Japan. Of course, younger Japanese people tend to be friendlier to foreigners too. I think it's totally okay to talk to Japanese people when you come here. But please do not worry if the conversation doesn't go anywhere. Many people are just surprised when it does happen. Before we talk about next point,
can I talk about something freaking hilarious? That just like reminded me of something. One Japanese dude got reported for saying hello. Let me talk to Japanese people for a bit. 挨拶をして事案になった人ってどこの県でしたっけ？あれ一回ネットのミームになってたやつ。Yeah, it's a thing. Wait, let me Google it. Somebody said hello and got reported. 挨拶事案はどこだっけな？ Wait, let me Google it. I've heard that Japanese people don't like to snack while walking. I mean, I do. 挨拶事案. Wait, let me Google it. 挨拶事案. Oh, it's in Hyogo. Yeah, I found the article. Basically this, I don't know if you guys can even like see it or not, but here, maybe you can see it right here. It's blurry. All right, so basically what this is saying is like, a high school girl said hello to a man, and the man replied to the high school girl saying hello, and he got reported. Like, that's what it says. And yeah, it was actually a thing. I just remember. Like, so this is a meme, honestly, even in Japan. It's weird. It's weird. Even in Japan, it's freaking weird. It's weird. So like, please just don't assume like that's how things go. And that's real, yeah. That was a freaking meme in Japan before. Like, no, it's weird even in Japan. Even in Japan, it was weird. So like, don't think that's how it works in Japan. But probably the guy just like said hello like this, probably like probably like that. But it's freaking stupid, right? Normal human interaction. Yeah, I mean it's weird in Japan. So I mean I don't talk to people in real life. The thing about it is like when I stream and like when people freaking tell me to like talk to random strangers and I say no to you guys say something like, oh my gosh, you are so shy, you are so introverted. It's not how it is. It's more about the culture in Japan. But now you get it.
We'd like to thank today's sponsor, Skillshare.
I don't share my skills because I got no skills.
Making direct eye contact is something we don't do in Japan.
Link USD get reported by the local nosy granny. Did I just read that right? Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Maybe yes, maybe no, I'm not really sure.
Maybe you've seen this video where Mr. East talked about a creepy DVD that is supposed to help you with eye contact. That's because we don't do in Japan. Maybe you've seen this video where Mr. East talked about a creepy DVD that is supposed to help.
How do you say Karen in Japanese? Karen in Japanese is like, the concept itself is like different. I don't like that word though. So actually, you know what though? Let me use Chat GPT for this. Let me just log in. Let me log in to my Chat GPT account. Because let's just ask Chat GPT what it thinks about like how to say Karen in Japanese, right? 女さんとかいや老害って言うけど、日本でそのカレンっていうのをね言いたかったら大体老害だと俺は思ってる。Let me log in, okay? And no password, see, no nothing. Okay. So here, ready? How do you say Karen in Japanese?秋葉にめっちゃ海外の方いたけど、それはその視聴者もいたのかな。あ、でもあんまりいないんじゃないかな。どうなんだろう。あんま考えたことないんですよねっていうのが素直な感想。As thank you, I got the cops called on me once for playing Pokemon Go at midnight near a park. It happened in Japan, yes. It happens. So Karen in Japanese is, I personally don't like to say this word, but here. Karen, right, is 老害 is like how we probably say it. And 老害 means like old cancer. So I don't like this word honestly. Cause yeah, I don't just like it. So like it's not really about like it's you can say that word about old people. I don't like to say it though, but that's kind of how, yeah, it's like old cancer. It's like probably how we say it in Japanese. That's close to what Karen is like in English. So yeah, that's kind of how we say it, old cancer. That is how Karens behave. I know, but still, like, I personally don't like the word. I never say it myself either, so
you with eye contact. That's because in Japan, we are told that too much eye contact is bad. So when you talk with a Japanese person, they might not make direct eye contact with you, but that doesn't mean they are not listening to you. Instead, we show attentiveness by making sound. When we show that we are listening to you, we say, he, oh. You might think they're.
Did you just freaking say whore?
He, oh.
Thank you, Desden. ChatGPT says monster appearing. Customer. Kinda doubt it, but yeah.
You might think there are too many rules in Japan, but actually following those rules are very, very important in Japan. If you want to succeed and make a good life here, it's important to understand those different rules.
Come to think of it, it kind of sounds like... It sounds like... yeah, sounds like something I shouldn't say.
Yes, by making sound.
Yeah, I shouldn't. I'm not gonna even like explain what I even thought of, but it sounds like something I shouldn't even like. You know what I mean, though. Yeah, you were officially 12. I don't really think 12-year-olds like think about this. They usually think about like what happens in Roblox and stuff. But
you might think there are too many rules in Japan, but actually following those rules are very, very important in Japan. If you want to succeed and...
You know what though? Like you don't even have to follow rules in Japan. Yeah, those aren't really rules, but I mean those are rules, but like from my experience, you don't really have to follow rules, because like if you are not from Japan, people will be like, oh, he's a foreigner, whatever. He's not Japanese. Now, that's kind of like what people say. It's like you don't really have to follow that. Watch some Dogen, might learn some Japanese. You know what though? Dogen is an amazing human being. If you guys have never watched his channel, Dogen is an amazing human being. So watch Dogen's channel more than my channel, because like what he does on YouTube is like legitimately like one of the best, and I really like what he does. So what happened to the club? Wait for it. It will happen tomorrow. He's really amazing though. So like, don't tell him. So as far as I know, like what Dogen says about like people, he's really positive in the first place, and he's really well mannered, and he respects what people do in Japan too, as far as I know, which is actually kind of like what I appreciate. Because people just come to Japan and notice like how Japan's different, and they just point out how bad like Japan is at some things. I mean, it's whatever too, but he never does that. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe he learned it, and yeah, he's just an amazing person, really. Well, you got canceled? Oh yeah, my stream got canceled. I mean, here, if you just got here, I was doing this stream called streaming until like 10 people show up and whatever. They freaking showed up in like 1 second, and that's why I'm here, like doing this stream and being cringy. He's like fully integrated into Japanese culture too. Yeah, he's really amazing. He's freaking smart too. He's really smart, and if you actually wanted to learn anything about Japan, watch his channel instead, because my channel is freaking like the cringiest stuff ever, and it's not really worth it if you wanted to learn anything. So, I mean, can I watch this? Niwatori. 英語。コックだ。これは実際の出来事に基づいたお話。買ってきたぞ。お、早かったね。めちゃくちゃ急いだからね。ほら、これ。お、ありがとう。I still wear the same stuff. And it's freaking from a year ago. あ、それ。 Exactly the same stuff.
ああ、俺も何か食べたかったからね。そういえば何か飲み物が。あ、忘れてた。これこれ。カルピス。お、ありがとう。Oh yeah, I'm on my lunch break now. あいつ留学生じゃね？あいつ俺見たことあるよ。まあ留学生だろうから日本語どうせ喋れないだろうけど。Alright, so I gotta eat now. I'll talk to you later. Bye. 外国人って何食べるんだろうな。ハンバーガーに決まってるだろう。
日本人の中でも本気で外国人を全員ハンバーガーを食べると思い込んでいる層が一定数いる。
これさ、I don't know why it's actually a thing. Like, so I brought my non-Japanese friends to like a burger restaurant with my Japanese friends, right? Every time I bring my foreign friends to like burger restaurants, my Japanese friends freaking go like, "Wait, you know a lot about burgers, right? Like, you eat a lot of burgers, right? Right?" And I'm like, dude, it doesn't mean they eat burgers just because they are not Japanese. The fuck? いやマジでいるよなってか本当にこれねもうずっとバカにしてるこれについて俺
マジだ言っただろ外国人はハンバーガーしか食べないんだよ Wow, this looks so shitty. I'm gonna give this a shot later.
That's one thing too. People come to Japan and see freaking like a shitty burgers in Japan and they go like, oh, this is freaking shitty. I'm not gonna eat this shit. I've seen it happen so many times. We are bad at like making burgers apparently. If you go to like some decent restaurants, maybe you can get like amazing burgers, but do you like potatoes? Yes.
なんかあいつキレてるぞ。多分俺の国のマクドナルドの方がいいとか言ってんじゃないか。クソバカにしやがって。But then I have nothing to be.
Thank you, Cruise Patient Roman style. As a foreigner, I can assure you, we eat a lot of burgers. I mean, you do probably. Yes, you do. You consume like burgers more than we do. But my point is like, literally, if you come to Japan, like literally the first thing like people ask you is like, hey, do you eat burgers? Seriously. And thank you, check out Dogen's latest video. I actually saw it, but we can watch it later together.
まずいぞ。外国人は何も食べないと死んでしまう。
国籍関係なく何も食べないと誰でも餓死するが、なぜか外国人だからという理由でとても心配される。
どうするんだよ。俺らには何もできないっていうのか。これはしたくなかったが、あいつを救う方法が一つだけある。なんだと。俺らの肉をあいつにやるんだよ。でも俺らはどうするんだよ。外国人は何も食べないと死ぬんだ。俺らはどうにかなるだろう。そうだった。クソ。あいつを助けてやるぞ。そうだな。おいお前、これを食うんだ。何ですかあいつ。俺らの言うことを分かってないぞ。クソ。
Yes, thank you. Do you not know what a burger is? I don't know what a burger is. Thank you so much for the donation.
忘れてた。こいつ外国人だから日本語喋れないんだった。
外国人がいくら日本語を話そうが、外国人だから日本語できないという発言をする日本人は非常に多い。
I mean, it's actually the same for me. Like, when I talk to, not just only Americans, by the way, when I talk to, like, non-Japanese people, and when I speak English, they just automatically assume I'm not Japanese, right? So, yeah, it's kind of like how it works, but still.
今僕、日本語話しました。まずいぞ。俺らが英語を話して、あいつを救うんだ。そうだな。Hello, how are you? I'm good. You? I'm fine, thank you, and you? I'm good. Okay, bye. すげえだろ。クソ。
The joke here is like, people learn that, like, at school, like, we freaking learn, like, how to say, like, oh, how are you? Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Bye. Like, that's the only thing we learn in English, right? And so, like, a lot of people know how to say that, but nothing, like, other than that, so.
俺に任せとけ。You hungry? You okay? I'm hungry. Yeah. Eat my meat. What's wrong with you? こいつ、嬉しそうだぞ。Eat my chicken. 待て。チキンって和製英語じゃないか。確かに。チキンって腰抜けって意味になるんだよな。英語だと俺が調べるから待ってろ。鶏、英語、コックだ。よし。
Isn't it actually how it is? Oh. オスの鶏ってオンドリだっけ？オンドリだよな。They fixed it! They fixed it! Wow! Can you? Thank you. Asian textbook is all the same. How are you? Fine, thank you. And you? Yeah. I learned it's the same like in Vietnam too, I heard.
Hey! Eat my cook! You have any problems? Eat my meat too! こいつ、ひょっとして喉も渇いてるんじゃないか。まさか。Hey! Drink my cow piss and eat my sausage! Cow piss. You can eat my cock too! Hello, please.
It's the same for any foreign language textbook. I don't think it's the same for like any like foreign language like textbooks, but like the first thing you literally learn is like, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Which I think is still kind of stupid, but yeah. Sora, what music do you like? I like Justin Bieber. Baby, 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 oh, that's my favorite. はじめまして、はじめまして。Wait, are Japanese people reacting to Sora the Troll now? Is it a thing? Is it a thing?
We're all weebs. I'm pretty sure we're all weebs.
Let's get serious. Let's get serious. Wait, are you guys weebs? Are you guys weebs? So 30% say no. I mean, so the definition of a weeb, again, is kind of like, it's really complex. Like, nobody knows what that even means anymore. But yeah. A diehard weeb. 30% here are in denial. Whatever. You literally just made that account? Let me watch this.
So like, I really like this this YouTuber, and he teaches you how to insult people.
No, that's not who I am. You are getting it really wrong. No, I mean, I sometimes do that, but my channel is not really about that. No, I don't really do that. I don't really do that. No, that's no. People are getting like a wrong idea about me. No, it's not what I do. I mean, right. I'm breaking news to teach like how to say like I want to see your pee and whatever, boy. But like that's freaking 3 years ago. Please forgive me. I don't really do that anymore. I just freaking just say something like, oh, penis, but that's it. Whew, I'm 12.
And I've thought about where I would use this.
Oh, I mean, that's like 2 years ago. Yeah, so you're right.
And before we had this pandemic, I wanted to go to Japan for vacation. So I was like, I gotta know how to insult people.
Do you like milk tea? I do, yeah. I do. I actually do.
Just in case.
Can I skip my video? Because it's cringy! Wow, my video's cringy! Wow! Thank you, can you? Admit it, watch, subscribe to Sora instantly make you... I mean, true that. If you watch or if you sub to Sora the Troll, like, that makes you a weeb instantly. Actually, no. Because I know some weebs, like, who are subbed to me when, like, they literally don't care about Japan or, like, anime or anything. They just literally watch my stuff for memes. By the way, I'm curious about something. So, I know a lot of you guys are here for the Japanese stuff, but are there any people who actually don't care about like Japanese stuff? I'm just really curious, like how many people are here for the memes. So, yeah, 80% of the people. I mean, my question was kind of bad. If I say like, do you care about Japanese stuff? Like that just makes you say yes. But what I mean is like, do you actively watch Japanese stuff? I care about 60% entertainment. I came here for serious sex education. What the actual? I like Shinsengumi stuff. I listen to J-pop and watch anime and Japanese YouTubers. Yeah, I mean, okay, sure, why not? Knowing Japan stuff doesn't mean you're a weeb. Yes, true that. ゆる言語チャンネル見てみたら面白かった。見てみよう後で。Except news everything. I like my girlfriend. That makes no sense. Yeah, anime and J-rock. I was a massive weeb as a kid. Amazing. I like penis. What? Why do you have to freaking just say you like peepees like randomly? Wow, this channel's cringy. Why am I freaking? Wow! Wow, my channel's cringy as fork! Thank you, Crucifixion Roman style. I like everything about Japan, especially the high school. Thank you so much for the donation. Wow! This channel's way too much. I can't do this. Wow, pure cringe. いや、今更すぎんわかるけどさ。He reacted to my video, so I reacted to his video, and he reacted to my video again. Anyways, yeah, I think I've been streaming for like how long? I don't know, like I think I've been streaming like for like 10 hours or something at this point. I don't really know actually. Let me check. 3 hours? I don't have a life. Alright, so remember everyone, I got something really important coming up tomorrow on my channel with Dogen. So I'm gonna get off now because it's kind of getting late here, and I will take a shower and I will just get my work done and whatever. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. in Japan time. I don't really want you guys to like miss that one. It's a collab with Dogen. And this one though, it's cringy. You've never seen Dogen being cringy. This is gonna be your first time because he's on my channel. Yeah, Dogen? Dogen's a Japanese YouTuber like who does like an amazing stuff. I asked who. It's okay. Let me explain who Dogen is. So Dogen's like this YouTuber that I kind of look up to. He's kind of like my influence, and he is my senpai. He's my YouTube senpai. He freaking started his channel like before me. He's been doing this like for a while. Not a live. It's a video. So like I mean it's whatever. I just like wanted to kind of inform you guys that. Thank you so much for the donation, Milk Tea. Wow, Sora streaming for so long today. I was gonna get off, but yeah. But thank you so much, Milk Tea, and I'm really sorry for, screeching like that. Like, 16 like a 6-year-old. I'm really sorry. Skit video with Dogen. It's like even more hardcore than that. It's like something like what we did before, but it's like freaking more hardcore than that. And I don't know why I even like decided to do it. And I'm still not sure why he accepted my offer to freaking lose his dignity. Cause again, remember the video I'm uploading tomorrow. It's really, really cringy to the point like where you just probably cannot even like bear that. And I don't know, like suddenly I have like more motivation to like upload more videos and stuff. So I might upload more videos like sometime in the future, maybe next week. I've been uploading like 1 video a week recently, but I might upload like 3 or like 2. Depending on like how I feel about YouTube. Like I just kind of wanted to stay away from YouTube because I kind of sort of like half got burnt out because I was working 24/7. But yeah, that might be something like what I do as well. So anyways, I'm gonna get off now, so let me just read the comments for 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. This is so true. I do translations and voiceovers. Like people say I'm a voice actor. That's what I do. Yeah, so yeah. あれね、日本人の人申し訳ない本当に。あれね、雇われの身なんです。許してあれは本当許して本当許してあれな Yes No I've been playing a lot of like Tetris and VR table tennis. I have a server for my friends, that's it. Like what? I don't really think I made it public for like people. If I'm thinking about the right song. Watch anime. Be cringy. Do what you want to do. Anime characters doing anime things. AKA cosplayers. Depends on like what you can do. Methodical! I was like literally leaving just now. I was like, I'm done with streaming, so I'm leaving now. Everybody's leaving now too. So like we are just like reading comments for like 3 minutes. Why is your teeth yellow? I don't use like whiteners and whatever like that. So yeah, unfortunate timing. Isn't it late for you? Did you just get up like you've been up? But yeah, I'm saying bye here. I was just basically doing cringy stuff, so like, I mean... The name, just get home. Whoa, you've been out the entire day, huh? Isn't it freaking like 2? Well, like even 1 AM? Are you actually Japanese? I thought you were American. No. Anyways, so that's it for the cringy stream today. And so the collab with this guy Dogen will happen tomorrow at like 10 AM in my time, in Japan time. And it's probably the cringiest. I mean, it's not really the cringiest. Like it's like one of those like cringy stuff like I did before. And by the way, I will get cancelled again for that video. I mean, probably yes and probably no. I'm actually kind of curious like what will happen to me. Anyways, I'm gonna take a shower and thank you so much for watching this cringy whatever stuff. I will see you guys on Thursday maybe, but in a video tomorrow first. The collab video with Dogen. Bye. Have a good day. I will see you next week. I'm gonna take a shower and get my I don't know. I might play Tetris and whatever, but I'm gonna take a shower first before another. I read everything. Bye.